As you guys know, it is Drunken Chat, son.
Shout out to Yee with the firepower intro video.
Thank you.
Hey Mel, I tried to tell you before we went live, but you got the tunnel microphone on, so I don't know if one of your mics is off and one is on. But you tunnel voice right now. It's all good though.
Hold on.
Shout out to everybody in the live chat. What's up, live chat? Good to see you guys tuning into this wonderful live stream. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you have subscribed to this channel. Click that notification bell. Do the same thing for Comic Book Food Chain. Do the same thing for Comic Crusaders. And yeah. Well, we're trying to buy some time while Mel fixes shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How about that? I'm good.
Now you're good. Now you're pimping.
Hey, let me tell you something. Before we get into any thing else, your Ultra Box is got extremely more attractive.
Obnoxious.
The news of someone's killing the children.
Yep.
Remember there is.
Well. Here's the thing, Mel. You're sitting on a bunch of books that are in possession of Mel that are supposed to go in the Ultra Box that I don't count yet. So the wonderful people who've seen my video and my channel don't know about the additional books that are in there.
Oh yeah, I got to get around this. I'm lazy, man.
But it's okay. We're gonna catch up. So I haven't hit 900 subs yet, but I'm like knocking on that 900 door. So we got time to chillax and just build. Let the beat build. Let the beat build. Yeah. And don't forget to tune into my Whatnot auction tomorrow night, 7 p.m. everybody, Eastern Standard Time.
We're gonna get to that, but
oh yeah, fellas,
introduce yourselves. That'll be with you, Aaron.
Okay, I'm Aaron. I've been working on editing crazy stuff. Like that brand new intro for y'all. So that was a lot of fun. Didn't take too much time, but
get some fucking sleep, man.
Nah. I gotta work. I gotta work in 3 hours.
What up, everybody? My name is the Ultra Maximus. Not doing the bare minimum, that's for damn sure. And so lots of insanity tonight, guys. We got stuff to talk about. I am in the middle. Actually, I just started the spec matrix for tonight, so don't shoot me, okay? Because look, I've been really busy. I was supposed to do another video to give away one of the nice house on the lakes from my own channel. And I haven't been able to perform that video either. So everybody just bear with me while we get tooled up for some amazingness tomorrow night, like I said, on Whatnot. But also I'll be doing a Raw report tomorrow, and I'll also be dropping another, update as far as the winners of that nice house on the lake from my channel. So tomorrow's going to be a very, very busy day, and I hope you all are ready.
Hey, you know what? We got new. Comics Man, you just had a super successful first Whatnot. Let them nuts hang, brother. You let them nuts hang. How did it go?
It didn't go. I mean, it went well. I think actually, I was really nervous. If anybody actually saw, I was actually kind of like shaking the tripod, and I was leaning it because I was like, "Let me let go of it." But yeah, I think it went well actually.
So wait a minute. You were holding the tripod. Isn't that the whole purpose of the tripod? Is to not even touch it, so you don't have that shakiness going on.
Well, I had to lean it forward because the tripod I had was like more like a big one, so it wouldn't go low, and my desk is lower than the tripod would naturally go. So I had to lean it forward a little bit. That's why I had to hold it.
Yeah, to ghettoize it for a little bit. Okay, I got you.
Look what I confiscated from my kid. This is his Colgate toothbrushing thing where he can put the phone to play a video game, and this is what I'm going to be using at my desk. It's going to be right in front of me, pointing that shit right fucking at me, son. You gonna see my grill?
Ghetto savage shit is going on here.
Look, the only thing I don't like about Whatnot is they won't let me broadcast from my desktop. If they would let me broadcast from my desktop,
fucking over.
Oh, bro, they ain't ready for that shit yet. But man, oh my god, if they do that, it's gonna be on like Donkey Kong. But I'm so happy.
It's a way around it to broadcast from your desktop.
Oh, don't
Blue Stacks.
It's a way around.
There's emulators and stuff like that. I got Samsung.
No, you don't need an emulator. If you go to Whatnot website from Chrome or Safari, it gives you an option to share your screen from that website. So if you in Zoom whatever app you use to record yourself, you can share that, and that'll relay back to the feed.
For me.
That shit just sounds complicated. I do the way I've been doing.
No, it's not. It's not. Well, it's complicated to you, Mel, because you just want to make everything to be more complicated than it really is.
I just want to fucking do the fucking.
But this is what I use right here. I don't know. My wife bought this joint. It's a little phone stand, and it works well for doing your little whatnot. You got the adjustable. You can tilt the phone. So like even if you want to put the books down on a flat surface, you can kind of put the stand like that, and
that is nice.
Have it pointed down at the books. So this comes in handy, and you can still put your phone on the charger. You know why it's on there. So this works pretty damn good, man. I think she got it from like Walmart or somewhere for like a couple of bucks. So
what's funny is I have one of those somewhere.
Right.
I spent about fucking $60 on easels.
A Flame Brain comment saying, saying, I wish Instagram will let you post from your laptop. You can. What you need to do is you need to download the Vivaldi web browser and freaking log into Instagram through there, and it's just like being on your phone.
What's it called?
Vivaldi, like the composer, Vivaldi.
We gotta finish introducing the panel.
Yeah, for real.
Comics in the fucking building. What up?
What's up, guys? James from Hive Comics. You guys can catch us on Facebook and Instagram at Hive Comics.
Hold on, y'all. I gotta give James his flowers because I was looking at this book last week when we was on, and I was asking James about it. He's pretty much like, yeah, fucking buy the book, man. And I pulled the trigger on it while we was on last week, and somehow this shit came a couple of days ago. But yeah, man, it's just good to have people in the community that can be 100 with you about the books. And so it's the Miles Morales hip hop variant, signed by Adi Granov, the Mexico version. So I thought that was a little different, huh?
What's the difference between the American version and Mexico?
Well, the difference, I mean, of course, up here,
and it's in Spanish.
Says Mexico.
I was just going to say it's in Spanish.
On the inside, it's in Spanish. The barcode is a little bit different, and then on the back of the book, it's a completely different advertisement. And the paper on the book, the paper quality of the book is different. They use like a more
cardstock, right?
More of a cardstock type paper, like the current DC books.
So they get fucking better paper in Mexico than we get here.
Well, it's kind of like it's like a Lamol, isn't it? Isn't that a Lamol edition, or is it just straight up Marvel Mexico?
It's just Marvel Mexico.
I think it's just Marvel Mexico. But not only according to James, but according to Rob, you know, it's not an easy book to find. Yeah. Not an easy book to find.
We got a full fucking Brady bunch here. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Yep.
Yeah, you back. Hey, we gotta represent.
Look at Mama Comics in the house.
Hi guys. Thank you for having me again.
So we gotta do something cool right now. So for the new intro videos, we'll just do some crazy.
Something cool?
Yeah, that perfect. That did it right there. That did it right there. We got a knife one to hold up the phone. We got easy do something wild. That's easy. Then we got Ultra. Ready?
No.
That's it. Perfect. Lucas. That's it.
See, I'm working on the spec matrix, man. I wasn't ready to do something cool.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Get started. There you go.
Okay, now I get it.
All right, so Aaron want to pull it all together and make a fucking even doper intro than he did.
Hit me back again, please.
Are you ready? You ready?
Ready.
All right.
I mean, what am I known for?
Coffee and weed.
Oh hell no! He gets a redo. Let me have a redo then.
Well, no. What you gotta do, Aaron, is you gotta pull up the clip when we all thought we were done, and all of a sudden you hear. Easy, onto the corner. And then for McClay, you got to get the clip of him saying, "Yo, I think I just know weed all over
I'm covered in weed.
I got weed all over myself.
Yeah, perfect. There you go. Perfect. Mama
No, when he's rolling. Oh. There you go.
All right. Now that that's out the way. That's out the way. 11 minutes, 72 live. Let's get into brass tacks. I have nothing planned for the show. I'm free from the fucking midnight to 8 shift. I'll be going to 4 to 12, but I'm free from the midnight to 8 shift. So you will be having more Mel back in the building, and I'm happy about that. Thank you guys for fucking holding it down while in my absence. You guys did it.
Well, I did meant to ask you. Did you want to do the new segment we talked about doing?
You got some shit written down?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any graphics ready now, but I got the data pulled.
Okay,
I got all the data pulled for it. So
we'll definitely do that later tonight. And what you got planned? I know Lucas got news on deck.
Oh, we got a lot of news this week, so I want to get us out of here by 4:30 so people can wake up without the crust in their eyes. And I know Mama, she's got to fucking put Raining down to bed by what time? In like a half an hour to an hour.
Romy is like easy. He don't sleep.
Yeah, he's right here waiting for me.
Hey Mel, hey Lucas, hold on. Can you put me up? Can you put me up, brother?
Absolutely, brother.
So I want to show everybody the type of shit that you get when you deal with Lucas and the pull box. So I go out to check the mail today, and I look down. There's a box there. I'm not looking for a box or anything, And I look. It says Lucas Hoshino. I'm like, oh, dope, right? Open it up. It's got 3 of these in there, right? And I'm reminding you guys, I haven't found any cards. The only cards that I've been able to find are the stuff that I'm getting sent to me. So thank you to Lucas for doing this. So 3 of these and a Topps Chrome hobby box. So for all of you guys that don't know, soccer cards right now are ridiculous expensive. So I am so stoked over this. I think we tried to order originally like 20 of these boxes, right, Lucas?
Right.
I'm glad
before everything was getting allocated. Yeah.
Yep. And I'm glad just to get one, man. So we're going to open this live tonight. I'll let you guys know if there's any hits. There are potential big cards in here. This is guaranteed 1 auto per box too.
Right. The big one right now that everybody's talking about is that Erling kid.
Yep.
I don't know any of these motherfuckers.
Well, neither do I. So
there's only one that you need. There's only one that you need to know that everybody should be looking for. It's that Erling kid.
Yep. The Erling kid from Germany, right, or something like that.
Yeah. His card, his rookie card, is going like around 444,000 or something crazy like that.
Yeah. For a high grade PSA 10 of the
Topps Chrome.
Yeah, the refractors. Yeah.
Erling
Haaland. Thank you,
Haaland.
Patrick. Yeah. So we're gonna hope to at least get a regular of him, a couple of them. So we'll see what happens.
Dre, what up, baby? Yo, it's been so long. It feels like I haven't been here in years. I was here like 2 weeks ago.
Hey, that's how it is, man. I mean, look, news goes fast, man. Freaking things go fast, and we're gonna try and get into that once again. What do we do? Comic Crusaders, we get into it. We try and give you some information that you can actively go out and actively action in some type of way. But once again, Comic Crusaders, we don't just we're not just about the comics, we're about the people. And I would like to share something with you guys regarding my local comic book shop. So let me go ahead and play this clip for you.
When?
You said when we're going?
When?
You said when we're going? Hey everybody, it's Eric. Hey everybody, it's Eric. Special announcement this Sunday. Round 3 o'clock. Round 3 o'clock on Facebook. On live streaming it, and hopefully Instagram if I can get my stupid phone to work. We're gonna be showing off this year's FCF covers literacy stuff. Got all these cool covers and things and stuff, and we're gonna be showing them all off, going through them. Showing off all the big stuff, showing all 126 pieces this year. Auction starts on July 14th. We'll get into all that this Sunday. But Sunday at 3 o'clock, live streaming here, live streaming on Instagram. Join us. We're going to be doing a Q&A. You got any questions at all about the charity? You want to ask Steve why he's so dumb and why did he leave? Why did he abandon you? Steve will be there. So judge Steve accordingly. and treat them like garbage. We'll see you at 3 o'clock this Sunday.
All right, so that is for 4 Color Fantasies. They are on Twitter and they are on Facebook. They are doing an auction, so they get these pieces from some good artists, some artists that you are going to know, and they'll do just a piece for them, or they'll take a comic book that they already have sitting around the house and they'll sign it or whatever. And the money for the auction goes to local libraries and towards programs that encourages teens to read and write their own comic books. So that is the FCF Beacon charity. Once again, even if you don't know what, just go ahead and check them out. I think they said it was Sunday is when they're going to kick it off. So go ahead and check them out on that. Once again, that is 4 Color Fantasies. Go ahead and check them out. So let's get into some news. Hey, Mel, how did your portfolio do, man? Is he still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still up at AMC, right? But I tried to dabble in options today. I lost $270 in about fucking 3 hours. Now, Lucas, I understand now what you were saying. You were saying, why did I buy a call and not buy a put? You were saying to buy a put to hedge my bet because I bought it at 30. I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that. But
Because you already had it, right? You already had stocks. What you needed to do is, if you really wanted to get out, just go ahead and buy the put at $47 and you would have been straight. So, and that would have been a good strategy because guess what? Just last week we were at what 55, ranging around 60,
right?
And all of a sudden, this week I don't know what happened. I think it was because of talks about federal rates and that July 30th date for a moratorium for mortgages and rents are coming due. People were getting a little scared, so people were trying to get their money up.
No, what happened? Why the market went down was because all the shorts were selling shares of their big name stocks to cover that AMC debacle that's going on right now.
Well, the thing is, it wasn't just AMC, right? There was a lot of the bank stocks. A lot of the bank stocks were getting hit. So that allowed me to freaking just eat. I was just eating.
Oh yeah, it was definitely.
I was eating. Even when I thought I was like, oh man, this is cheap. No, the next day stuff will get cheaper. And once again, thank goodness I was staying liquid enough to do what I had to do. But Mel, like brother Mozone would say, the game was the game.
The game is the game. The game is the game.
Absolutely.
But what up, baby?
But let's get into the entertainment stuff. Disney is doing fine. Netflix is doing fine, but they did have some good news as far as stuff that they're buying and acquiring. And I heard you and Brian talking about the Faust acquisition by Sony.
Yes.
Yeah, they're going to do an animated joint on there. I don't
know if they. I
don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Right? It's Sony. It's not Disney or Marvel or Netflix or anything like that. It's
now animated or anime. That's going to be the difference that makes or breaks that property right there. If they are able to bring it to an anime, bro, Mel, you know damn well some of those animators getting their hand to do an anime style Faust.
That is a very, very, very good question, brother.
Right.
Well, that's going to be the differentiator, in my opinion, between the property actually surviving in this very, very competitive realm right now and failing miserably is another one of the Sony products that they just bought the rights to and fucked up the ability to make and should just give it back to the people who own it, like Marvel.
I mean, but it's Into the Spider-Verse that did pretty good, and that's just an animation.
Yo, if they do the Faust animation.
All right,
like they did Into the Spider-Verse, which I don't think they will.
See, the reason why Into the Spider-Verse worked, did you know each character, they actually had different frames per second for the different characters in Into the Spider-Verse? If you're watching it, you can actually see, I think Peter Parker's universe is 60 frames per second and Miles is 30. So it's like, and that's the vibrational frequencies between the different universes, and that's showcased in the way they animate all the characters Into the Spider-Verse. So it had a reason for the way it was animated, more so than people, on the surface really know how to be an Uber me in order to find that stuff out. But the remainder of it. But like, listen, Faust in a bloody, gory anime. Fuck yeah. hands down. Hentai style. Heartless art all up in that business.
Yeah. I mean, I invited Heartless so we could talk about some animation and manga stuff, because there was a lot of manga animation that is very irrelevant to everybody's stuff going across. And Aaron knows, right, that how many times has something start out as, hey, it's just going to be a cartoon or whatever, and then they say, you know what, stop it, let's fire all these animators and then actually make this an anime thing going on, and that's happening all across the board right now. So just got to keep an eye on that.
Lucy,
yeah.
Remember that book that I sent, the cover I sent you? I was like, this is Faust, and it's kind of crazy. She had all that shit over her face. That cover. We were talking about sexuality. We were talking about sexuality in comics and on
yes.
That's Faust. Yeah. So it'll work perfectly as a Japanese animation. You can get away with a lot of cock and balls in the Japanese animated, not as an animated series.
Food Wars, it's it's pretty fun.
All right, so cryptocurrency, this is what it looked like a couple of weeks ago. I didn't do it last week. This is what it looked like. All red, all across the board. This week it actually got a little bit better.
Not much.
Not much, but just a little bit better. The most interesting is on the USD Treasury side, is that it got a little bit better. That's always what you want to look for, because once again, if they start talking about, hey, let's raise interest rate, that's where you want to see it definitely go up. So
like again, so for you guys who have that extra comic book money, if you've slimmed down on your pull list to buy a little bit of crypto, you should have been buying crypto every week, week after week, just buying a little bit here and there. And you know what? And here's what I've learned. If you don't cash out, if you just convert certain cryptos into other cryptos,
you'll get your taxes.
Correct. There you go. Boom. Mel learns it.
If you sell at a loss, you can immediately buy back in crypto.
Hey, Laura. Laura's in the chat.
Laura, text me.
Hi.
Coco Gal. Look, Lucy, our girl is in the chat. We share Coco Gal. We share her.
She's more mine than yours, but yeah.
Consider your crypto as your 401k that you can't afford to lose. So just keep it real, and just flip a couple comics, and it's cool. Once crypto goes up, who's going to be accepting Bitcoin on comic book sales?
I will. I will. Hey, Brian, so tell me what you think about this one. The rookie Stephen Curry card.
Yeah, it's
5 point. This one says 5.2, but it was like more like $5.9 million. It was a group of, or a collection of guys, rich guys, that sat around and they put their money in and they bought this one card that goes in a vault. They will never, ever individually be able to see it. 5.9 million. What do you think, man?
Well, so this is a card that we've talked about before. They call these the Logo Man cards. You can see that the logo, the NBA logo, that's actually from their jersey. It's from the jersey. This is from National Treasures, which is the most high-end set that there is for basketball.
$600 a pop, or sometimes $1,000.
How many cards in a box?
One.
Get the fuck out of here.
So, this is a one of one. This is the only one there is, and it sold more and it broke a record. The record was LeBron James one, but this beat it, which blows me away because in no world ever, in my opinion, is Stephen Curry anywhere near LeBron James. But I get it.
Well, what happens now when that LeBron comes back to market?
You got it.
That's crush that 5.9.
You've got it. Yep.
But see, if you want to be real about it, this is just exquisite money laundering, because now that the Steph broke the record, and give it a year, maybe even a few months, 4 months, that LeBron is going to come back to market and that shit is going to sell for a ridiculous amount of money. It's one thing I always tell the people: money is just a tool. It is, you can have all the physical cash in the world, all the physical dollars in the world. What I do with a dollar and what you do with a dollar is two completely different things. I can take a dollar and turn that shit to 100, turn that 100 to 1,000. You could take your dollar and go spend it on a bag of chips. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't think that dollar can get you anywhere. When they pushing money around like this, it's just the money part don't really mean much to me because we already know. All right, this card is a 1-of-1. It's not another one out there. But here's the thing: Panini they got a lot of 1-of-1s out there. There's a lot of 1-of-1s out there.
Not a 1-of-1 Stephen Curry national treasure.
They can live. Steph wear a different jersey every game.
It doesn't. No, brother. I'm telling you, no, it doesn't work that way with cards. I'm sorry. Like
I come from the card game. They can make whatever card. It don't have.
They're
to
not
going to
reprint this. They're not going to reprint.
They don't have to reprint this particular card. But the name of the product is just the name of the product.
Nobody wants a 6-year Stephen Curry 1-of-1. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, anybody wants a Stephen Curry 1-of-1, but nobody.
So this was a rookie card. This
is
the
rookie card.
The only difference, you say, okay, this is a rookie card, but the actual physical qualities of that card can be replicated. The only thing would be mentally you saying, well, this is a Stephen Curry.
This is not.
Say the same thing about comics then too.
Yeah. This is not comics. This is national treasures. Like I said, this is a box. This is not. Excuse me, not even a box. It's a suitcase.
Yeah.
You get a suitcase with this motherfucker, and inside that suitcase is that one card.
So you can get a fucking bowl, and you're mad as fuck. You paid $1,000 for. Oh,
9 times out of 10, you're gonna get a bobo. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get a bobo.
So
no. There's no 9 times out of 10 because there's just that one.
I mean,
so hold on. So LeBron,
but here go the thing about national treasures. So yeah, you're gonna have your LeBrons, you're gonna have your Currys, but you got to think majority of the players in the NBA is not. It's not gonna be that collective. You know what I'm saying? It's just the nature of the game. You got more middle of the road guys, more end of the bitch guys. Then you have legends in the game.
So let me ask you a question. How often do these national treasure sets come out?
Once
every year.
Once a year. Once a year.
Once a year for you.
But the game changes every year because you have new rookies, you have second-year cards, third-year cards as it goes on. You know, it's just like first and second appearances. Look at rookies like first appearances, second appearances like second-year cards. They're still wanted, right? So even though they're printing a new national treasure set, it's a completely different set, completely different design, everything.
So let me ask you a question. How much did the LeBron James national treasure set go for?
The last time it was out, it was $4.4 million.
Yeah, the 2003 Exquisite, which is not not the same, but Exquisite was the national treasure set of 2003. Okay, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, there was no national treasure set in 2003, but there was Upper Deck Exquisite back then, which was the same type of high end product. The Exquisite LeBron James rookie, which is basically the same type of thing, basically just a different set, sold for $5.2 million. But
you just proving my point, Brian. They can create a new high-end product every year. At a certain point, national treasures, they'll switch it out to another high-end product.
But it doesn't matter.
Think about it. I'm pretty sure the jersey patch, the logo man on there ain't even from a game-worn jersey. It's from a jersey Steph put on for 5 seconds, like they do a lot of the jersey cards. Like, I'm not gonna get into it, but not saying the card ain't worth $1 million. I would eat all day. The card worth at least $1 million. But
I don't know, man. You just sound like a dude that just want to spend $1,000 just for the chance to get that one card.
No, because money not an issue. You heard what I just said. Money is a tool. I don't give a fuck about money. I can make money all day. I make money in my sleep. What I'm saying is that when you get these cards selling for that much, it's exquisite money laundering. That's all it is.
Yeah, I've talked about that before. I've talked about this before, and that goes with comics as well. There's several comics, including Something Is Killing the Children, where you could right now you could go with 5 or 6 over the freaking border of Mexico or any freaking country, man. If you can go over the freaking limit, with this card right here, you could go to any country now. Now you're set for life, and that's just the way it is, man. That's what alternative investments really is about. You could move it around. You could sell it to somebody, especially off the market, and you would never freaking get hit. That's really what alternative investments should be about. And we lose sight of it as we're flipping all these books and all these little bullshit books.
Ask yourself a question: would you rather have this card sitting in a safety deposit box, or would you rather have $5.9 million in your pocket?
5.9.
Yeah, the money. Yeah, the money, of course. But if I was rich, or if I was part of an investment firm that was looking to invest, this is a card to do it.
Right. I can invest in this card right now.
So this is the highest price any card has ever sold for. Period.
No, not any card. No. Don't get it twisted. But this is the highest that this particular selection in this particular company.
Well, let me see.
With Stephen Curry has.
Let's take a look.
I want a bypass.
You get that Bobo, don't come back crying.
Yeah, if I get that Bobo, I'm gonna be pissed. If I get that Bobo, I'm gonna be a Bobo house bringing them up to the gym every day.
But if you hit, how long do you have to wait for PSA?
It's the highest. The Mickey Mantle sold for $5.2 million, so it is the highest.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now look at this. Luka logo man sold for $4.6 million, and Luka ain't even got out the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah,
but my problem with these type of cards is it's a manufactured collectible. It's not like a Mickey Mantle rookie card where you're not gonna find that shit. You're not gonna find nothing like it.
So now you need to back up, because they are still selling collectibles from Mickey Mantle and that age. They're still selling signed and jerseys and baseball bats and all that stuff on cards.
But those are pieces of history.
Okay, then these are pieces of history as well, coming from Steph Curry.
They're even more rare than the Mantle.
It's rare because it was manufactured to be rare. It's not rare because
everything's manufactured to. I mean, like if you're making something rare.
Listen, a Jordan rookie card, an authentic one, not a fake.
I see what he's saying.
That's not rare.
That shit, it got time on it. The time is what made it rare. It's not manufactured to be rare. You can manufacture anything to be rare. Somebody can go. Panini can go right now and print some shit that blows that out. That blows that out the water.
It's just like white. The white book for Black Mask.
But that's the same argument.
That was manufactured to be rare.
Yeah, but that's the same argument that I have when people are buying like 14th and 15th prints of freaking comic books.
And like, what did I say last week? Them later printings is bullshit. Ratio incentives is bullshit. Now, if the art backs up something like, hey, if this is a dope ass cover, and circumstance can also create rarity. So with some of those second printings, nobody ordered that shit, or it hit cut off before a series got hot. It wasn't manufactured. That's the Berserker later print, the second and third print. That shit was manufactured to be low printed. It wasn't that nobody, because everybody could have ordered that shit. They would have.
Everybody tried. No. Everybody tried to order that shit, and it got printed before final order cutoff was even done.
Right.
And they guesstimated on how many people were going to order, and they were extremely wrong.
Yep. Hey, so let me catch up on some of these comments from some of the listeners. N8-138 says, "Hey, they use art like paintings, but they have moved on to collectibles." I understand what you're saying. Here's the difference, and I think I addressed this last week, where I talked about the fact that with a art painting, there are assessors out there right now. They go to your house or they go to your vault, they make sure that it's real, and they assign it a price. You can then take that price and value, and you can take out a loan against that. I would definitely like to see cards like that, or in high-end comics like that, but we're just not there yet. But we just got to cut it off at the knees, all these scams and bullshit things that everybody's doing. Brad Selden says, "Hey, you're better off buying a car you like than gambling because you overpay." And in some ways, that does make sense, because, so for instance, you buy a whole bunch of rookie cards, right? and then you never know what might happen in the next 10 to 17 years, because I don't even remember how many years LeBron has been in. But at the end of the day, yeah, you've lost your money gambling, but there's still a chance.
It's not gambling necessarily, more along the lines of speculation. Gambling is buying high-end wax, right? Because you're not guaranteed to get shit out of there. But if you're speculating on prospects, it's just like speculating on key books. People make more money speculating on prospects and baseball cards than people make money on comic books.
Yep, absolutely.
That's just baseball cards.
Yep. Evan Aguilar says, "Hey, aren't we due for an economic crisis? We just had one, right? March 2020, right? The pandemic sent everybody into a shithole. The next wave, we are in the midst of it right now, as people are trying to figure out what to do when it comes to paying their mortgages and paying their rent.
I'm waiting for that so we can be able to buy a house."
Yeah. Well,
BlackRock pumped that up.
People were saying that wave is over. Like you
will be able to buy a house. BlackRock pumped that up. I'm telling you.
Dude, market here is insane.
Yeah, they're saying that the inventory is about to rise up right now, as people can't afford their mortgages and may not be able to afford the rent. So that may be happening once again. I think it's July 30th. Right?
No. We have a whole bunch of banks telling people they can't afford a $900 a month, so they're going to go back to paying $1,400 in rent.
Yeah, that's exactly what Man and Collector is saying. Hey, that's why BlackRock buying up property all over the country. And they went to 38th. Yep. The bubble will pop.
Well, look, soon. No. Right now, there's a humongous scare on inflation. So don't kid yourself. I mean, if you guys have desired collectible items, they are going to inflate with the rest of everything along with it. This is the reason why when people who have a shit ton of money, they park their money in fancy pieces, exotic cars with extreme low mileage, Porsches, Ferraris, E30 M3s with fucking wide bodies, old Audi Quattros. I mean, it's sick right now as far as what people are spending in the car market. They're parking their money and they're doing it in places that will outpace the inflation with value. And that's real estate, fine art and collectibles, and like I said, automobiles and other fun exotic ownership items in the lavish lifestyle of the rich and famous.
Yep.
That's some scary shit.
It is.
But they're right, because they're going to look. I bought a house in 2008. Everybody was like, "Oh, dude, why'd you buy back then, man? It's crazy that you bought." I'm like, "Why?" Because it was at the peak of the market, and my house, took like 6 years before it was worth what I paid for it again. I mean, yeah, that I understand, but now it's to the point where the market has swung so far that shit doesn't even fucking matter. Now I'm laughing at everybody who's like, "Oh, I'm gonna wait. You bought a house then? That's stupid." And I'm like, "Oh."
So Lucy, what they're saying is like, if you guys go to bid on the house, right? There can be some investment firm that'll outbid you by $40,000, and you will be able to get a house. Is that correct? Am I right in that assumption, Ultra?
Yeah, I mean, basically, she's up against the Goliaths, and basically, it sucks. So what Lucy needs to do is have a really good realtor who's willing to buckle down and just go to work for her, and just constantly submit offers. And Lucy, you're going to submit probably 100 fucking offers before you finally get one. So you're going to look at a ton of houses, and this is the reason why a buyer's agent is like the God's cream crop on the earth, because they don't get paid shit until you buy.
Yeah, like his houses here for shitty houses. I'm talking shitty houses. It's like 300 to 400.
I flew to California to look at investment properties from Florida, so that should tell you something.
Yeah.
All right. This say Squawk Alley.
Yeah. BlackRock thing is a little overblown. Well, I do think the attribution to BlackRock is a little, yes, but here's what I've known, and
they caused the last housing crisis too.
Yeah, because I've dealt with these guys for like the last 3 years,
and they bought CGC.
Yeah, so for instance, in New Orleans, right? There's a whole flood and everything. There were a bunch of houses that were just like open. Nobody wanted them. Nobody needed them, right? So you would just go to an auction to try and buy these houses. Now the value on these houses was high, but the starting auction prices auction on these was very low. So you're like, okay, maybe I can get away with this house for maybe like 10, 15, maybe even $50,000, $60,000. No, there is that one dude, and you knew who he was, who was there, who would not even just let it go for net zero. He wanted it to go 2 times as much. Right. So so once that dude shows up and you know what his plan is, you don't even mess with him. You just turn your butt around, get your butt in the car, and you just freaking sit it out. Right. Just having the money on hand, that's, man, it sounds like an okay strategy until you realize what type of market you're in.
Hey,
if you're in Texas or Miami, it might be 2 to 3 times what it's worth.
So, and Nate 138 brought up something where he said at one point you could buy an entire city block in Detroit for under 20 grand, and he is not kidding. So, but the thing is, see, you could do the same thing in Baltimore after the riots. You could probably do the same thing in Minneapolis now. But do you really want to buy in any of those places right now? Like if you had bought that shit in Detroit for 20K, it'd be worth 5 today. Right. And that's the sad fact about some of the real estate investing that's going on, is that there's a lot of guys out there trying to get you to buy up those things and telling you to renovate, and you got to fucking start over, bro. That shit's fucking knocked down. That all it is a property. That's all it's worth. And economic resurgence will carry with it median housing prices. So in areas where it's getting run down like that, if you live on the outskirts, you can probably afford to buy a house and just hope that the economy doesn't crash so far that the ripple effect takes out that stuff with it. And, living in the suburbs is always, like in that right, nice, Goldilocks zone between you and the city. You know what I mean? Like if you can find that sweet spot that's still maintaining and has a good functioning town, revenue and things like that to sustain, then yes, buy stuff around you as rental properties. Yeah. But if it's not like that, then yeah, fucking avoid.
Or just stay liquid and wait for the house, the price.
Enough of this fucking Squawk Alley shit. Let's get back to the comic.
What, man? Well, you don't want to be a slumlord, bro?
All right. First stop is DC. Not a lot of big character stuff unless you guys have something, but I do want to make sure everybody's tracking. This is from Lunar Distribution that said, due to a printing delay, the titles have been moved to 7/27/21. That's Flash 7/72. Justice League number 65, Looney Tunes number 261, and Shazam number 1, that 125, that one that I really love. That Steve Lieber card stock. Also, Lunar Distribution will now be the main distributor for Ahoy Comics. They've got some pretty good titles that nobody's tracking, but once you get into them, they're really good reads.
Ahoy did the Demon. Blackjack Demon, no?
Ahoy does books that appear on the Secret Variant and the Wednesday Presser. So yeah, we talk about this.
Yeah,
and it's dude. There's right now a onslaught of a whole bunch of indie books, but you know what I like about this news, Lucas? Lunar keeps getting bigger as far as the portfolio. So they now DC, Scout, Ahoy, and I think those are the only players they have as of right now. But I guarantee that's growing.
Yep.
How are they with customer service, though?
I'm sorry, what was that?
How are they with customer service? Are they like better? Or?
Great. No, these are the first. This is the first like distribution company that's like, hey, the boxes are shitty. We need to reinvent the box. And then once they reinvented the box and the shipping methods, every store was like, oh my god, my incentives are showing up unfucking damaged, and it was making comic book shops really really happy. But
when you try to get in contact with them. It's how hard it is for them to get back to you.
It's not that bad because it's DCBS. So do you remember Discount Comic Book Service? Mm-hmm. This is them. Lunar Distribution is Discount Comic Book Service. So they know how to take care of the end user, but they also know the ordering side of things because they themselves are a distributor and were distributing books for years. And that's the reason why when everything went belly up, they were like one of the first people that DC was like, yeah, we'll give it to you and Midtown, and then Midtown lost their section of it.
Yeah, because I had my friend who works at a comic book store. She was telling me that it was really hard to get in contact with them to get back to them. That it was a pain in the butt.
It is. Think about it. Like when the pandemic had started, I had already had an account with UCS, and they were the main ones. And all of a sudden, they were like,
Mhm.
"Well, DC was like, oh, we're going to go to freaking Lunar." It didn't, and I tried, and it was only until 2 weeks ago,
Mhm.
2 freaking weeks ago, that I was now able to get a Lunar account.
Oh yeah, I
Hey,
remember you mentioned something like that.
where is Marvel going? They're not going Lunar. They're going Holla?
They're going to Random House.
Random House.
Yeah, Penguin Random House.
Wow.
Yep. So,
Oh, I think my aunt works for the Mexico.
Really?
One. Yeah, she's they have one out there, and she works for that publisher.
Tell her to get in contact with me. We need to talk.
But it also wouldn't surprise me if more like independent publishers start going towards like either Lunar or Random House, like once their contracts end with Diamond.
Hey, all I know is that I've sent Mel and I've sent Ultra the photos of some of the shipments.
Son, that was crazy.
And they keep showing up like that.
Matter of fact, my man Bo, he sent me all the damage list that he has.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to be about 40, 50 books on it.
Yeah, and you know what happens to a lot of the smaller shops? So you get a small shop like let's just put an example, X-Men last week, 1 in 100 variant. Like if you're going to push a small shop to get that 1 in 100, they're getting 1 in 100, 2 1 in 50s, 4 1 in 25s, and then the 10 1 in 10s, right? And then they've got all these other covers to go along with it, and basically they need those ratios to sell to really kind of help them out being a small shop. And let's say it's a good book like X-Men, and the 1 in 100 is pre-sold to a customer and it shows up beat to shit. Well, as soon as they get it, they're going to file a damage replacement. But let's say it's a hot book. Well, what's going to happen is they're going to be on that waiting list for damage replacements, and they're going to get whatever's left. And sometimes they'll be scraping. They'll get that one book that rides the bottom of the box that the back cover is completely fucking color rubbed off, and they're going to get that thrown in a box, and that's going to be the damage replacement they get, and it's actually fucking worse than the original one. And then they're SOL. Right. And there's really no way around this for a lot of small stores.
So I'll give you an example. I think it was it was Something Is Killing the Children, number 16. That was a book that a lot of people wanted. The 1 in 100 and the 1 in 25. I think it was the 1 in 50. And one particular set that I got, like half the books were just done.
Yo,
done.
What's that space shit? Remember that? You only found them when you were dead.
Yeah. So because you got to remember, time is money. So I'm just taking it over here, doing it over there, shoving it in freaking bags, shoving the case. I'm just trying to get it out. So sometimes I don't even have time because it'll be like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm just getting it, just trying to get it. So customers are like, hey, Lucas, what the fuck? And I was, hey, I'm sorry about that, man. Freaking, let me put in a trouble ticket with Diamond. Let's get it squared away. And instead of sending out a new book, a new 1 in 100 or new 150, they will just say, "Oh, we'll give you credit." Oh, motherfucker, I would not have bought 400 freaking books.
Right. Oh, credit
for $3.99. Because you got to remember that 1 in 100 book really cost $3.99. That's what they want to give you credit for. Like, motherfucker, that's not good at all, man. You're fucking with me. So luckily, I mean, I'm not hurting that much that I can't help that customer out and get him his money back in some type of way. But still, that freaking hurts, man. That freaking hurts about bottom line, especially if you're a small store like Ultra was saying, and you're relying on that just to pay the rent, just to put the lights on.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, damn, man.
Yo, we just reached 102 live listeners. Hey, throw us some thumbs up. We got some giveaways to give away. Before this night over, yo, stop by, give us a thumbs up, and let's rock out, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be talking about some what if news. We're gonna be talking about some we got to touch on whatnot again.
Yeah. Yep. So
let's
okay. Black Widow on Thursday. Has anybody seen it yet?
Yep.
No.
Yep. So Thursday.
Yeah,
I mean,
I watched it. I watched it like 3 times, so I mean, I may have a little bit of an advantage.
Yeah, I had it in the background.
She's redhead, so
yeah,
it's expected.
Yeah, right.
So Thursday it got 40 million. That I don't think that includes whatever they were able to get out on Disney Plus. The thing is that within the next 3 to 4 weeks, it needs to make 500 mil to break even. So we'll see if that does it. It's going to be interesting.
There's going to be enough merchandising off of this film that they'll be all right, and definite repeats and things like that. And they're charging $30 for Premier Access, and G Plus was given, I think, depending on if you'd never paid before, you might have been able to get it for as little as $19.99 after a $10 off coupon. And then some of my more astute bootlegger friends dropped a link after I shared the screenshot of the $30 charge.
Yeah, it's gonna be there. You ain't gonna beat that streaming as soon as the shit come out. Oh man.
Yeah, because my wife and the kids they want to go to the drive-in tomorrow to see it, and they're like, "Oh, when did you come?" I'm thinking about it, but in the meantime, I'm still going to freaking just sit on my ass and freaking just enjoy my house. I pay too much money for this damn house. That's it.
Black Widow would need less women.
All right, let's get
a bunch of men. That's why, nice tidy buns up there.
This one is for DT. He says, "Hey, Marvel FOC is going to be started being applied on Sunday, no more Mondays, sort of, kind of, right?" That one is for, and this one is from the Diamond Retail Advisory. It is for the Penguin Random House titles, right? So Diamond is still going to have Marvel stuff until like around maybe October, maybe late September. But then there are titles that are just being pushed out just on Penguin Random House, such as the Fantastic Four compilation hardcover volume 33, Venom Donny Cates hardcover volume 3, and so on and so on. So there's stuff that's just Penguin Random House. That's the ones that the FOC is on Sunday. So all the periodicals, don't worry about that unless you're worried about omnibuses and hardcovers. So you're good. Yeah, well, I mean, I just want to make sure people get that, because there was a lot of confusion, a lot of harumphing. Like, oh shit, now FOC is on Sunday. Nah, not for anything that you actually care about.
Yeah, we got definitely got to touch on these hot topics too.
Gentlemen, ladies, some YouTubers out there expecting that stray dogs will crash and dump in 6 to 10, 12 months. Kindly, your opinions on this hot topic, please. Well, Mama Comic, she's the one that hit me up hit me to it on Stray Dogs. You tell me something.
Oh, I mean, obviously it's over. The 5th issue came out, but they're gonna make a movie. So I mean,
yeah. So we'll tell that.
It's making movies good
already.
Yeah, and it's gonna be the guy, because they had already bought it before the book came out, and the guy who did Annabelle and It and all those movies, he's making the movie. So, I mean, I think it's gonna be pretty good, and it's still gonna continue. I mean, I guess it kind of like ended right now, but then there's gonna keep going with a different story. Like, I'm not sure if it's gonna be about each dog, but it's gonna continue.
That would definitely be interesting. You had the whole big story, then go. Or I mean, you said they're going to have a movie, or they're going to have a series?
I think it's a movie. I think it's a movie.
See, I don't want a movie. I don't want a movie. I want a series. Give me like an 8-part series. Let me go into the life of each dog, and then each time they go into the life of each dog, we get a little bit more about the serial killer.
I will pass the message.
Hey, I want to thank you for the big win on nearing Nirvana that I had, and yeah.
Oh yes, Mel, you won our giveaway. So lucky.
Yeah.
People were doubting me. Even my husband doubted me. He's like, "Did you really? Did he really win?" I was like, "Yes." Like I was showing the papers. Like
So, you know what's crazy? I had asked her. I said, I want to buy the issue. She was like, oh no, matter of fact, you never got back to me. And I had Trish up. I said, Trish, do you have any
No, I
feelings?
told you I was gonna send you one. I was gonna send you one, and then I like the giveaway. I was like, oh, he's getting one.
Little Manny rigged.
Oh yeah, Manny. They were saying it's. I was like, no,
Coco
I
rigged.
swear, like he won.
But that was definitely.
Yes, you got the issue number 1, cover A, and cover B on number 2, and then I send you an extra, the blank cover, number 1.
Yep.
Yeah,
I heard the blank cover's going crazy. I want Trish to do Chloe. It's like first appearance of Chloe.
I know that's what you wanted, so that's why I added that blank. Yeah. Yes.
Hey, shout out to Telekinetic Age and shout out to TWK. Hey, tell me what y'all drinking in the chat. I want to know. I want some ideas of what I should be drinking next week.
Yes.
Oh, geez. Great.
No
good.
carbs.
Wait, what is it? Wait, where you at, Mel? I can't see you. Oh, wait. Grey Goose vodka?
Yeah.
What are you, an old Russian?
Yes. Vodka.
Oh, geez, I can't. I can feel the smell. Like, I can't.
Nah, vodka.
What do you normally? I know you can't drink, Mama, but
well, actually, I'll tell you later.
a little wine, you're right?
Yeah, I'm just drinking water for now. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. When you get back, you need to drink some of this Case Noble.
Yeah. That sounds strong. It's tequila. That looks like tequila, right?
Tequila, yeah.
It's just like some smart ass books you be reading.
It sounds like it, but it will fuck you up.
Yo, how the wheel look? You fuck with the wheel or not?
Oh my God, Lucas!
I have not been. Fucking,
but we got.
How about I get through the news and then I'll start putting it together.
Check it. Oh my God, Lucas, you're gonna drink it straight.
The giveaway that we're giving out tonight. All right, so boom. He-Man got the fucking was it He-Man Revelations or whatever?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That Wonder World Comics variant. Me and Knife Wonder was talking about that the other night. Man, good night, that.
Yes, sir. All right, so let's get into some other good stuff. I know Ultra reads X-Men, freaking X-Men #1, Kelvin Hang. This is a dude that is sort of like I don't know, like the owner of Tesla, who's like always trying to invent shit. But right now, just like the X-Men, they have their own way to bring back X-Men. He's trying to bring back his own mutants. He's got his own little chamber without the 4 people and everything. So he's got his own little weird shit going on.
He's also got the makings of a really, really cool like arch nemesis. Were you going to touch on that?
Well, I mean, he's really pissed off right now because his whole life was focusing on being the first one to Mars, conquering Mars and everything, and then within a heartbeat, the X-Men just freaking took it just like that.
So this dude altered his physiology to survive on Mars, which was a lifetime commitment. There's no going back on that, and he's really, really pissed at the X-Men for basically he'd been working with the government, and he was planning on going to he terraformed a desert and turned it into a green forest. And like they were like, okay, bet you did that into this forest. Well, that's Mars is going to be your project. And he watched the X-Men basically just rip that shit from him. So now he's going to be like basically bankrupt, and he's like a disgruntled former billionaire, maybe still a billionaire, but altered physiology, very, very super intelligent. Like I said, all the makings of a great supervillain.
Yep. And there's a 1/100 of that one. It's like that one's by Gleason. And then there's also a one by this one's a 1/50 by Rian Gonzalez.
Yep.
And what's interesting is that these were going for dirt cheap. Mm-hmm. I saw that 1/100 going for $30. This 1/50 was going for like $20.
That is so beautiful.
And the 1/25 was going for like $10. So
you know why?
Out there.
You know why? Because there's a shit ton of store exclusives to go along with these, and that's oversaturated the market. And in fact, I will tell you, buying at half ratio is very appealing right now. And actually, I bought the 1/100 tonight for half ratio. I'm waiting for these Rian Gonzalez's to come down a lot because there's a ton of them. My God, do you guys know that my store, one of my LCSs, like, I don't know, there's a stack of the 1/100s and 4 of these 1/50s still sitting there for $54 a piece. And I'm like, that's
because they're $54 a piece.
And the 1/100s were 120.
All right, you guys, can I break in just real quick? Listen, I opened up the box, you guys, and I don't know any of these players, but I think we might have got a good one.
Okay.
Uh oh. Now tell me which box that you opened first.
Okay, I opened the Topps Chrome box first.
Okay.
And I didn't get so this is the second year of Erlin. So I did get here, let me show you guys. I did get a Erlin Holland. It's a second year card.
There you go, baby.
That's not bad, right? I also
go.
got a second year. I think these are second year Mbappe.
Okay.
So this is a stud, and then this is a kid too that's supposed to be a stud. Ansu Fati, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, but here's my auto. Right, it's a rookie auto. It's limited to 99, and he plays for FC Barcelona. Kid's name is Pedri, right? Watch this. Let me share my screen here. Let me do this. Yeah, this is crazy.
I'm a love box. I don't know any of these people, man.
Wow!
Hey, congrats!
Oh my goodness!
Well, what did it sell for?
Yeah, I mean, are you about to undercut just to quickly move it?
What did it sell for?
Fuck with the pull box, baby. Fuck with the pull box.
This is the first big card. This is the first big card we've pulled, Lucas. Yet, this is the biggest card we've pulled yet.
Yes, sir.
So I don't even know who this kid is. So I'm gonna. I know Stein said make sure to let him know who I get. So I don't know. I mean, look at some of these.
Wow.
So I have the green one, 27-8, 27-8, 28, 32. Numbered, it's limited to 99, 35. Let's see what the sales are. Let's take a look
and this
here.
is as a rookie that really hasn't, got into his own yet. So at any time,
no sales. So it's that rare.
Nobody wants to pay 25 to 33,000 for a kit that hasn't popped yet. But the thing is, it's 1 out of 99.
Yeah, the no autos. I don't see any green autos that have sold. Let's do this. Let me try this. What if I do?
You got any one of them stupid soccer boxes?
but you got to understand that the chrome stuff is so hard to get in itself. See,
oh man,
6,000 for 3,000.
Yeah, this is crazy, dude. 2,400. This is out of 75. So, I mean, Jesus, it's at least $2,000.
Yo, what about that hockey card? You ever moved that joint?
Why would you?
I haven't moved it yet. No, I'm waiting.
I wouldn't.
So that's
a retirement card right there.
Yeah, so that is not bad. I'm gonna research the rest of these, and if there's anything crazy, I'll interrupt again. I apologize for interrupting. All right.
No, that was no.
I don't even remember what I was talking about, so it must have not been an important.
We ain't got house 1 of 100 on the show.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. So what I was saying is, it's going to be like, a book is hot when all of the expensive copies are left, and then eventually people start to pay for them. So just keep an eye on it. But I'm all
people don't even know what's in this book yet. That's the thing.
They
don't even know what's going on.
Correct. So Kelvin Heng is going to be a big thorn in the X-Men side for a long time coming, and I think he's, like I said, he's got all the makings of everything the X-Men have been lacking in a long time now that all the villains are now good guys. Like, all of the good mutant villains, they're all part of fucking House of X. They're all on Krakoa.
Look, he's smart.
Yep.
He's got money.
Yep.
And people don't realize his ancestors dealt with the Celestials. So he's got some shit in his background that people haven't even been tracking yet.
That's awesome.
So I forget what his ancestors thing is. It was like Hui Hung or something like that. Hui Hung or some shit like that. And his ancestors dealt with like Leonardo da Vinci, fucking around with Celestial. So he's got some shit in background. Moving on. X-Force number 21. Weapons Plus program. There's new man thing, but his name is like Manslaughter or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
All types of weird stuff. So yeah, exactly. So the main thing is that like the mold that comes off of his freaking body can go into your body and infect you and turn you into a man thing that is controlled by him.
If you don't fast forward this bullshit.
Yeah, keep fucking around, Mel. Keep fucking around. This will be the one. Then you're like, oh shit. You know,
so he fucking shoots piles out his back and it becomes no man, get the fuck out of it.
No. He doesn't shoot shit. He doesn't even want anything to do with it. But the main dude, his name is Dr. Bloodrot. He's been freaking experimenting and shit, and somehow these spores have been getting around and infecting people like all over the world right now. So they've tracked one of the people that has been infected with spores to like these swamps, and he's telling them about what the hell is going on. So the story kind of starts from here, but there's all types of stuff going on, and it's kind of all crazy stuff, kind of crazy right now. But we'll see what's going on. And there was 2 covers. The Children of the Atom number 5. I've been telling people about this for the last couple weeks. Carmen Maria Cruz. She's a part of these kids that they somehow picked up this equipment that allows them to pretend like they're freaking X-Men. But it turns out that this chick right here, she's actually a mutant. And she's been kind of hiding it because she doesn't want the other kids to treat her differently. So after like getting almost like racked up by this organization, X-Men come in and save them, and then Storm comes back and is like, "Hey, here's your invitation. We know you're a mutant. Go ahead, freaking come on over to the Hellfire Gala and freaking hang out with us." And then at that, I forget which one it was, but you do see her hanging out there. But this one shows where she got the invitation.
So only one of them's a mutant.
Time to wake up.
Top ramen's done.
Well, and then she's on that
That sounds
cover.
good.
She's on that cover for the second print, right?
Yeah, but dude, there's a shit ton of fucking first print still on the shelf, still at most stores, including lots of other places. And then, of course, the Marvel's Voices is really the one that you really want. It, considering number one's not even her first appearance.
I gotta stop selling these shits for cheaper, fucking whatnot.
Yep, because I definitely got me one off of you.
Yeah, this shit is chock full of goodness, man.
I was never able to get one of these actually.
Well, tomorrow afternoon, after I wake up, after a chance.
Extreme Carnage Alpha number 1, first appearance of the Extreme Buyout. Looks like Tony Stark or whatever his hologram, whatever you want to call him right now, is trying to build his own Carnage Venom freaking suit.
Jesus Christ.
It's Carnage. It's Carnage combined with Extremis.
Yeah, it's all types of freaking weird right now, but that one's in the Extreme Carnage Alpha number 1. And then also it looks like this new guy, his first appearance was his name is Senator Peter Carnage. He's been infected with the Carnage freaking symbiote. Now imagine, you've already had this crazy guy running around, Peter Cassidy. He's had to forget, but he can just does normal serial killer shit. Well, as a senator, imagine how much damage you could do when you're already infected by a Carnage symbiote. So this is going to be an interesting thing to look forward to. Plus, his son is going along with him, but we're not tracking what everything that's going on.
Is this the first appearance of his son?
Yes.
The Carnage going to take over the son. The son's going to be crazy. I fucks with that. What is this?
Well, I mean, he's already taken over the senator. I haven't seen whether he's taken over the Sun yet, but it's going to be something.
He'll take over the Sun. That's what I would do. Take over the Sun, and yeah.
Hellions number 13. This is not the first appearance. However, this is the first time that the baby speaks. So for those loyalists who are like, well, it's not the first full until the person actually speaks, here you go. It had its first words. It said Mew Mew, trying to say mama. There you go. Hellions number 13. And this is actually first appearance was actually Hellions number 8. Ultra, we talked about this last week. I don't have that cover with all the Psylocks on there, but that was a beautiful cover. Did you pick that up?
Yeah. Want to see where in the pile she is?
I picked that up just on the strength that you talked about it.
Well,
so I'll pick that up.
It's the fact that Dodderman has now dropped multiple ones of these covers. Yes.
Yep. There you go.
Nice.
Beautiful freaking cover.
Oh
Beautiful
wow, that's
cover.
really nice.
So it's got both Betsy and Quanon represented in all the different forms, which I think is fantastic. And this was open order, so this wasn't even an incentive or anything like that. The Jean Grey Dodderman was the 1 in 50, the 1 in 25 from Excalibur, which is a fucking ghost. Then you have that one. There's a sword coming out as well. Sword number 9 is going to be a storm cover. And I believe that one's also open order. So yeah, all the different versions of Storm. Did I get your attention now, Mel?
Yeah.
All right.
What up, Rogue?
I won that one.
Rogue is Excalibur 18. Good luck. It's expensive. If you can find one.
Lucy.
Gotta look for it. Oh.
American Chavez number 4. I told y'all this was going to happen.
Wait, Lucas, you still owe me number 3. You say you're gonna send it.
Number 3. Okay, I gotta go through the thing and if we can order it for you.
Thing.
American Chavez number 4. All the little girls that were in those little test tubes, they have now been broken out. We don't have the names for each and every single one, but even more of the story has been told about what the heck happened. So this is going to be their first appearance of them walking around doing stuff and getting in trouble. So that was kind of interesting. But I love what they're doing. They're actually bringing American Chavez back to Earth right now and making it make more sense.
I like it. I like the story. I've been liking it right now. It's pretty interesting.
Yes, sir. And then don't forget, there's also this one was actually I think was sold out. I don't remember if it was sold out in Midtown, but definitely in the Diamond system, this one is sold out. The stores are not going to be able to reorder this.
Really?
Right. So even if it's not sold out at Midtown, if it's at Midtown, grab it, I guess, if you're interested in it. But your stores are not going to be able to reorder this through Diamond. And don't forget that there's a there's a Gay Pride cover out there as well that nobody really cares about. Avengers number 46. This is a character that I've been keeping an eye out for. The Star Brand, who is now a freaking toddler. I think this is freaking hilarious. I don't know why they keep putting this character in there, but I just laugh at this shit.
I swear, Starbrand has been the most killed and revived character in all of Marvel. Right. I think they've killed more different Starbrands in the last since Hickman.
This ain't the first.
Right? No. That's what we're saying. Remember the original Starbrand was like an Epic Comics or whatever, like way back in the day.
Yeah, remember he was the baby in that Avengers second print.
Yeah, and well, that's that was a later appearance because the kid actually appeared earlier in I think like Avengers 27 or whatever it was, like the big anniversary issue. So there's like more and more but there's been Starbrands that have been around before then. Like remember Starbrand and Night Mask? Neither does anybody else, but I do.
Yes, number 3 was impossible to find.
Yeah. Fucking nobody was ordering that shit, dude.
Nobody was ordering that shit.
What you got there, James?
Oh, there it is. New Universe. Yeah, that's right, Dennis.
Or is that Aaron?
That's Aaron.
What were you showing?
Oh, he got himself a
you muted, Aaron.
Yeah. So what he's showing us is
Aaron, unmute yourself.
Yeah, so you're about to show that cover, right? So this looks kind of familiar.
Oh, it looks the same.
Yeah.
So that Momoko card that came out 2 years ago?
Last year.
Last year, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I mean, I know there's a lot of those covers coming out. So I mean, these cards look awfully familiar.
So what you're saying, she's still.
It's her. It's still Momoko doing. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So she did like a whole set of these cards, like and stuff like that. So I mean, I saw the Blade one coming up, so I was like, why not show it, right?
Yep. Let's see.
I'm buying too much shit on eBay. Goddamn it.
Retailer alert. If you guys are into Funko Pops or anything like that, there is a Galactus Funko Pop that's out there. Now, the thing is that there is a Chase Galactus Pop out there. It says, plus up for the Chase variant of Galactus, the Lightbringer, and the Fallen One, also sporting a black light deco. The 10-inch tall figure comes packaged in a jumbo size with no box.
That's the Kirby, right?
I believe so.
From Heavy Metal?
Don't know. Well, I guess we'll have to buy a couple to find out, or at least a box to find out. So,
what number is that?
809.
What Heavy Metal 809?
There's a Chase. It's ridiculous, according to Geek Driven. So Geek Driven, shout out to Geek Driven Jeff in the chat. He's like the Funko man. He's got he's talking about blacklight versions and all sorts of other shit. So interesting stuff. Jeff, if you know of all the other different variants on this one, let us know, man. Because there's and what the Chase might be. Because he's like Funko expert. So shout out to Spine Ticks.
Silverhawks. Tell me about Silverhawks, Bill.
Shit.
Silverhawks, this would probably be better than the original series because the original series wasn't given a daylight's chance in hell because everybody was mad that it was so much like Thundercats. And it really was. It was so much like Thundercats that the main character had the same voice as Lionel.
Well, that's the premise and story was nothing like each other. And this is what I don't understand. Dude, humans who get cybernetically augmented to survive deep space travel versus cats that talk like people.
Right, but when you seen this as a kid, forget about all the
same animated studio, same voices.
Right. When you see this shit as a kid, what is the first thing you said? This is bootleg Thundercat.
No.
This is why Silverhawks didn't take off.
I love this. Honestly, I like this show more. But I wish this show would have done better.
Right, this is the chance. This is the chance now for it to do better because we're grown, we're more adult, we have better understanding how shit works. Silverhawks was fucking awesome.
Yes,
but when you've seen it, well, at least for me, and my other people that I know, the first we went to the schoolyard. I was like, what the fuck is this bootleg Thundercat shit? Even we got the same motherfucker. That motherfucker know what they were saying. We said the motherfucker even sound like Lionel.
One of the real comments talking about Monstar with Mamra.
Son, that's
This dude invite two Ray talking about. I would rather have GoBots than Silverhawks. See, GoBots was my shit.
Nah, you're both of you motherfuckers is crazy.
GoBots was my shit.
Well, shout out to Andy Indie Spotlight Series. He called this one.
Yep.
You know what? We need to do another show where we just talk about the freaking 80s cartoons.
Yes, we do.
We did one for Comic Book Woman, remember, guys?
Yes, yes, we do. Matter of fact, Comic was the 80s shit off.
Yeah.
They were doing that shit. They was doing that shit before anybody else was talking about that shit. Trust me.
Yeah.
E.T. to my Voltron.
So it's the same thing with Mask. Mask was bootleg G.I. Joe. But as we get older, Mask was fucking superior in certain ways than G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, the motherfucker in Mask.
Get the fuck out of here. That shit was never superior than G.I. Joe.
I say in certain ways. The vehicles.
Nothing.
Now listen, now mind you, the dude Matt Tracker used to work.
Coco's gonna come after you.
Matt Tracker worked for G.I. Joe.
I see Blind Adams in the chat. Hey, brother, freaking! I didn't see your email to late. But we'll definitely make sure that we get you on next week.
GoBusters came up Transformers. He right. Silverhawks is awesome.
Yep. G.I. Joe was king. Visionaries was my thing back in the 80s.
That shit was good. This Star Wars visionary anime shit.
Yeah. So exactly. So we were talking about cartoons going to anime and anime and manga becoming a big thing. Well, Disney Plus waving a white flag, saying, "Hey, we are going to do a Star Wars in the style of anime, and the first one is going to debut September 22nd." They got a whole bunch of ones that I've never really even heard of, such as shorts. And once again, these are going to be shorts, right? They're not going to be full feature or TV series. These are going to be shorts. Shorts are the Duel, Lop and Ocho, Tatooine, Rhapsody, the Twins. Now, the twins that I know of, there's a couple of twins in the High Republic right now. Don't know if it's them. The Village Bride, Kakari, T0B1, and the Ninth Jedi.
Don't spec on this shit at all, because it never.
You never know.
Plus.
You never know because the best testing bed that's out there, and I'm quoting the Cannes Festival, is you start out with a short, and then if people like it enough, people love it enough, people will throw money at it.
Who's the Ninth Jedi? Why is that the Ninth Jedi?
Well, I have to wait till September 22nd to find out.
So are all these like 10 minutes long?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. If that.
So it's gonna be fucking just one whole big like movie?
No. I don't know if they're all going to be released on the same day, but the first one is definitely going to debut on September 22nd. So we'll see. Star Wars keeping it going in one way or another. More manga news, which again, this is within the Marvel Universe. Viz is one of the overall companies. And once again, Aaron, we've talked about this on Anime Alphabet and how they're melding with Crunchyroll and animation and everything. They are doing a Deadpool Samurai manga license coming in spring of 2022. Perfect because of how gory Deadpool is and how funny he is. Perfect for manga, so that's coming in 2022.
It's a movie or a book? You gotta read backwards.
No, I think it's either going to be a movie or a TV series. So we'll see.
Okay.
Don't forget about that SDCC Deadpool Samurai cover from 2018.
So I can't talk about that Taskmaster though. Damn. So, here's what I will say. Here's what I will say without spoiling any type of movie. There is a particular Deadpool cover out there with a female Taskmaster that's out there. Not necessarily the same person. Not necessarily the same person, but that was the first one that was out there.
Yeah, I think they're talking about that already.
The Simpsons did a short with Bart and
what?
Wait, what?
Deadpool.
He said 250.
I ain't doing that.
There was an animated short out there that's on Disney Plus. I watched it. It's actually kind of funny. Loki meets Bart and everything, and what's good? Loved it and everything. And more suspicion that somehow, some way, they're going to try and give more Simpson stuff into the MCU and vice versa. So definitely, I say check it out and everything. Well, within the last year, there's been a lot of talk about, what's the first Simpsons, right? Yeah, and I forget the name of the rock and roll joint, but that was unauthorized. That was an unauthorized. They didn't give any type of authorization. But now that Marvel owns The Simpsons, now that first appearance would be the What the X-Men special number 10. And that is, they're owned by Marvel, so you can't say that's not authorized.
No, that's a Madonna book.
But that was unauthorized.
So what?
That's like that Harry Potter that was unauthorized, where you got the kid with the fucking glasses.
Good point. But that other shit said Simpson. Now, but none of them said Simpson. The other Harry Potter was just some motherfucker with glasses.
Yeah.
Lucas, is this the cover you talking about?
What I mean, let me pull it up. Yes, it is. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes,
sir.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm sticking up for you, D-Code. That was your shit. I knew you was in the chat.
That shit is my find on that rock and roll joint. Yep. So absolutely, I believe in that, and I'm on that shit. I'm like, yep. But it's like now that Marvel owns Simpsons.
No,
and they own the license. They can make it the first whatever the fuck they want.
That's too technical. Where they at? Where the Simpsons at? I don't see the Simpsons. Go back.
Right here. I don't know if you can see my mouse or whatever.
Oh, okay. I see. Hey, right. That dude's about to fall in his face.
You better do something. Steal that gun or something. Dark Horse comic stuff. Masters of the Universe of Elevation #1 that came out this week.
Nice to go.
Oh man, so without going into the whole story,
why did He-Man kill the Sorcerers of War as a fucking some underwear?
What? He killed somebody with underwear. He-Man had to go back in time in order to save his father. And while doing so, he found out some interesting things about Castle Grayskull and the Power Sword. He found out that #1, that the first holder of the sword is a black dude.
Okay, I'm with that.
Okay.
I'm with that.
And then what he also found out was that the metal that was used to make the Power Sword came from this evil dude. Like, this dude looks literally. Actually, I don't have it. He looks like fucking Skeletor. He's not Skeletor, but he looks like freaking Skeletor. So that's going to be interesting to figure out what the heck that's all about going forward. There weren't any incentives, but I hear you guys tell me that there was retailer exclusives.
Oh, Bird City has one, right? Bird City Comics has one.
Bird City, Dennis Barger,
Yes.
Wanna Comics, Alex Ross. I mean, there's so far there's a bunch of fire ones out there, and for Master of the Universe fans, I think they're probably going to be a little bit more responsive to store exclusives than some of us hardcore people.
So you got that wheel going? Because we got the Dennis Barger variant.
Oh,
ready to give away.
Damn! So you look at.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
look at that.
Yeah, we're coming close. Image,
the
one.
Hold on, before that, can you show the variant or no?
I don't have it.
I sent it to you.
You sent it to me on where? Google Chat?
Yes.
All right, let's do this.
Me and Nazma was talking about it the other night, and we were like,
Okay, I see.
In my opinion, I think it's the best Masters of the Universe variant outside. I think it's the best, period. It's another one out there that's contending.
Over the Alex Ross?
Over the Alex Ross, just because it got all the villains on it. That's hard to me. That's hard. You got all the villains on there. You got Castle Grayskull in the background.
Wonder Woman is super hard.
Hard. I love covers with villains with nothing but villains on the front. That's just me personally.
That shit fine. That's the first thing I said was, yo, this shit fine. And I was dissing Trapjaw, like, who the fuck is Trapjaw? And like, yo, Trapjaw's like the fucking Boba Fett of He-Man. I was like,
Yep.
So will we give this away tonight?
Well, let's get through the news, and then let me get the wheel together, and then let's do somebody else's segment. And then right after that segment, we can go ahead and we can start spinning.
Okay.
Word.
Man, I probably should have had this earlier when we were talking about the stray dogs, but every single one of these has sold out.
There was a fight. There was a fight in Midtown.
I mean, not only at the stores.
Really?
Almost. It was almost a fight in Midtown.
That's awesome.
Crazy.
I mean, these are just books, y'all. Like, God, what? I mean,
I remember I had
these funny pictures.
I was like, tell Trish stray dogs $50. She's like, I know. What she say? I know. She can't believe it.
Yeah, she is the sweetest.
The fucking week after was $100 book.
I still think these books are underpriced on eBay. Just my personal opinion, because they were on FOC before.
Are you talking about the first prints, or are you talking about the second, third, and fourth prints?
The first prints, but especially these this fourth print, it's the fourth print and number one. The rest of them are third prints. I think they are all still underpriced. Just my personal opinion. I would buy them. I would buy them off eBay right now. I would be comfortable with that. That's how much I believe in this series, and just the fact that these are going to be the last reprints that are going to be under order. Rest of them are going to be over ordered. That'll be easy to get.
FOC is already done, man. The next prints I think are
Monday.
The FOC will be on Monday.
It's Monday. Yeah,
you still will have a lot of stores that have a ton of fucking copies on the shelves, man, and it's going to be regional, but these are fantastic. And I put some of them back on the shelf, but whatever. Some other people are going to pick them up. But that Midsummer number 3, man, we talked about that one a couple weeks ago.
Well, at the store out here, like they order only, I think, one of them. They didn't order some of them. Like so, nobody
knew it was Midsummer. That's why.
Yeah.
Somebody asked a question.
If they should sell it or sell the set, that one.
Hold till you actually see some type of footage.
If you have multiple sets, and if you want to make some money now, then go ahead. But I'll say hold on. Yeah.
I just ordered more cover A's today. I just ordered me more cover A's. I ordered more of the third print of number 1. I ordered a lot of stray dog stuff today. I'm not gonna lie. Just my personal opinion, I call this something that's killing the puppies because it got that same type of vibes as something that's killing the children. I just think this is something that's gonna hit across multiple demographics, and if it's one thing about Americans, it don't matter if you black, white, Mexican. We all love dogs. We all love dogs. What I'm saying? Everybody loves dogs, man.
It's funny you said that. I listened to this podcast interview of this girl who escaped from North Korea, and she was saying how it was so crazy for her to see people crying and trying to save dogs in outside of North Korea. So everybody loves animals, And
over there they eat them.
Yeah.
They're eating
what
each other.
The fuck, man?
Yeah, North Korea. North Korea, they eat each other.
Look, I spent time in an old Han Posan. Ain't nothing crazier than freaking seeing a little puppy on a fucking stick.
It's so
delicious though, but still.
Oh, look at no.
Tastes like alligator.
My grandfather had to survive somehow, to get over here.
Yes, I'm going to hell, but y'all come with me because I know y'all laughing. I see you laughing, motherfucker. I see you laughing.
Like deluxe and omnibuses are better to collect.
And then that blank cover that it's coming out. Pre-order that one. I think I added that one, Lucas.
Yeah, that's gonna be big for con season. That blank gonna be big for con season.
Oh yes, she's gonna. Trisha's gonna be in Baltimore.
Her fucking hand. Oh,
really?
You see, really?
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, she's gonna be there. So,
Lucy, are you coming down?
I don't think so. Probably.
Oh yeah,
not.
probably not. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Never know. But yeah.
I'm just glad no one pulled out a gun for a comic book. That's all I'm saying.
It's only a matter of time, man.
And wait for it to happen down here in Florida.
If they're doing it for trading cards,
matter of time.
Boom.
It is.
Something is killing the children.
Yeah, some killing goddamn kids.
Thanks for my foil, Yee.
Thanks for my foil, Yee.
Yep. And then I've definitely given out a couple on for the muffin wheel. So
I just sold the foil last night on Whatnot. I feel so fucking
For how
stupid
much?
this morning because it was my last foil.
Oh,
I think it sold for like $100. I mean, but
not bad.
God damn it,
Well,
Yee.
bad.
Every time I try to give Yee enough comic books to balance out the comic karma balance, he always has to go on one up me.
Hey, I bought it at cover price, and I still have 4 left, so I don't feel bad.
Oh,
So the
wow.
average sold price is what?
So Aaron, just so you know, you got the Moon Girl 25-second print I was supposed to send to Mel.
What the fuck?
Yo, man, you told me you got one and not to worry about it initially. Just an FYI.
Hey, Mel. Once I complete the set, I'll send it to you.
I think I might have one.
I just want to have like the complete set, and just complete it, and then I'll send it. I'll send it out.
A lot of motherfuckers who do this comic shit. They want to keep shit to themselves. They don't want to fucking spread the love. You know, here Drunken chat. We spread the love. We spread the love about a year ago.
Yeah,
Everybody should have fucking ate. Y'all motherfuckers should be semi-rich right now with the plate I bestowed upon you.
Well, man, I think I might sell my. I have a 9.6 because I don't know why I didn't get it away, but I think I'm gonna sell it.
That just means graded again. Usually,
yeah. Yeah. No, I think I'm thinking about putting it up on eBay.
I sold the 9.6 to Nucky for like $150.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wanted people to eat. I wanted people to eat.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it up. I saw like it's for
don't sell it for 150. Don't do that.
Oh no, I would never do that. No, I was thinking of putting it up for 800.
Nah. The sharks are definitely satisfied.
We'll
the sharks are satisfied when they give us props. Yeah.
Yeah. IDW. This is the most prominent Drunken Wall Street shit that I got for you because I told y'all, motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
I told y'all about IDW, right?
Man, as soon as I heard Last Ronin was dropping, I was like, oh, all their money problems are going away. But what happened? Here we are after how many different printings, a director's cut, and a couple issues into that series. And I think that one sale alone on the first prints saved this fucking company from some serious financial problems.
Absolutely did. You're absolutely right. There you go.
The market cap was listed $50 billion.
Wow.
It's they're so close. They're so close to getting that money to be able to put themselves out there on the NYSE that they say, you know what, let's just go ahead and freaking go for it, and they're going for it. So what does that mean? If you go on to your E-Trade or Robinhood right now, IDWM, you will find them sitting there at $4, maybe $4.05. Earlier this week, they were going for like $3.98. I've been telling y'all for a while that this might happen, or to look into it, keep an eye out on it, and there it is. I'm telling you right now.
EF Hunt is a sole book right on the deal.
Yep. And I'm telling y'all right now that if this goes through, it's going to go up. It might have some lucky times to start with because motherfuckers ain't going to know how to act at first. But it will go. Because think of all the properties they got. Ultra just mentioned Last Ronin. They've got
Back to the Future,
Transformers. Let's see.
Back
what
to
else?
The Future. Ghostbusters.
Usagi Yojimbo, which is going to Netflix, right?
Yeah.
My Little Pony.
Yeah.
Y'all sleep with My Little Pony. I don't understand if I would have.
No. The bronies are all over the My Little Pony. Believe me.
Yeah,
they're not sleeping on it whatsoever.
Mm-mm.
Empire said he can't find Robin.
Get the fuck off of Robinhood. Step up and be a real adult and freaking get yourself a real freaking. Because Robinhood isn't even secured by the FDIC, right?
Mm.
And somebody was talking in one of our chats that said that a lady almost got for like $2 million.
with the
2 mil. They because they were sending out crazy ass emails with the hacking links and everything.
Phishing.
Yeah, phishing emails almost got her for 2 mil.
I gotta see what's up with my marriage trade.
See, there you go. Decor says, "Hey, you can invest in IDW for the price of a book. Hell yeah, $4. You can invest in that for less than the price of a doggone DC book."
I just put a call for. I mean, not a call. I put a bid in for 50 shares. See what happens on Monday.
At least buy one. I mean, come on now.
I bought 50.
This is our people. Let's support them in some kind of way. Let's get that up there. Let's see. And then one other slide was talking about. Yeah, this is how it did this week. And it looks like their deal size is going to be like around $8 or something like that. But
I'm gonna short this shit.
Yeah. Cinedigm, which is another company that I've been talking to you guys about. That one has a lot of animation stuff that's in the works. They actually own Con TV as well. Con TV just got picked up by YouTube as one of those extraneous channels that's out there. They just got approved to get their PPP loan forgiven. By having that PPP loan forgiven, that means they're going to have a lot more money to do other shit right now. Go check. Y'all can go ahead later on, or right now, go ahead and check it, how much it costs you to get some Cinedigm. I told y'all.
Why the fuck would they need a PP loan? Wow.
No money coming in. If there's no people to freaking buy their stuff, right? Of course you get it, right? Because you say, well, I've got these employees, I still need to freaking pay them. Nobody's coming in.
Some people will give you that shit back.
Yeah, because you think that you're not going to be able to get forgiven, but if you can get it, why not? $2.2 million. Yeah, $2.2 million.
$1.26 Cinedigm.
Mm-hmm. One share. What's that going to hurt you?
Yeah,
it's play money.
I can buy 100 shares right now.
So the last thing that I want to share with you guys is something that that is true and dear to my heart, right? H.P. Lovecraft and Robert Howard and some of the magazines that they were putting out back in like the 30s and 40s.
So the wild racists.
Yeah, exactly. Robert Howard, like they put out some of the magazines, and some of the art that really pulled in some of the readers. A lot of people don't know was done by this lady right here, Margaret Brundage.
Mm-hmm.
And it pisses me off that a lot of people don't even know who she is. She was like the original key cover artist, right? And she did it for magazines, she did it for books and all this other stuff. So I want y'all to take a look at some of the stuff that she was putting out there. This one is like the original art for Conan. That's what she did. The original art for Digithoris, that was her.
Oh, we should do the comic book woman. We should do something with her.
Absolutely.
For the market report. That'd be cool.
How old is she now?
I think she's dead.
Yeah. Won't be no comic woman this week.
She did.
When you're looking at some of these that I'm putting up here, I want you to look at some of the stuff like the costumes, the costumes that have so much influence. Because before she put this stuff together with the costumes, nobody else was putting that stuff in there. And I'm including freaking Superman in that freaking. She was a fashion designer, and then she was drawing this stuff and putting this on magazines, and then later on evolved to other superhero characters later on.
Wow, that's pretty awesome.
Now she had a little thing for Orientals and Africans, and I know cheating, but let's let it slide on that one. But because the start is still dope. Daredevil.
And this is so
tell me that don't look like Daredevil.
That is Daredevil. That's 100% Daredevil.
Who? Now tell me who the hell that looks like.
Catwoman.
This is a super famous book. We've talked about this book on Old School Comics a bunch of times. Really cool book right here.
So beautiful.
Batman, Catwoman.
Yep.
Yeah.
With a bat on her head.
Shout out to Anna Love. Anna Love would be great to bring on Comic Book Women Lucy to talk about these.
I know we tried, but she hasn't replied.
Well,
I know she's busy, right?
Yeah, she's I think she's really busy at work right now, but we should figure out a time when we can get her on because I know she would love to talk about this type of stuff.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah. Now the reason why I brought this stuff up is because this is on FOC this week.
Oh, really?
The Sumerian Man-Eaters, and this is her cover, right? This is a 140. This is her cover. And when you look in the Diamond System, it doesn't say Margaret Brundage. They had the nerve to give credit to Robert Howard for the story, but they didn't give her credit for the doggone art.
Oh,
we just talked about credit on Hot 10. We just talked about artists getting credit.
That pisses me off so much.
I want this, Lucas. I want this.
Yeah.
You order 40 copies of
40 copies. Never mind. I don't want it that bad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But imagine how many souls say the same thing you're saying, and this is a classic artist.
That's beautiful.
Classic artist. Yeah. So that's all I got as far as the news. So you guys go ahead and figure out what other segment you want while I start putting the wheel together.
I have 5 items for comparison for Dealer Drunk side because
do it.
I have to dip out in like an hour or so.
And then that gives me time to finish up the spec matrix that I'm working on for these wonderful people in the live chat.
And then that's one that got something that we're working on. I don't know if I'm gonna make it, but
you gonna try?
But the hot 10 of whatnot, the hottest books of whatnot that we've seen, which is some real shit. We doing that night?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you gonna make it. I don't. You look like you about to fade out, so I don't know if you're gonna be here.
I'm fucking starving, and I've been up since 4 a.m. But I'm gonna stick with it as much as I can.
If we don't do it this week, we'll definitely do it next week. But
Comics Man got my first purchase on Whatnot.
Bolo's in the building.
Hi, Mr. Bolo.
Yeah, you got that Jim Bartell.
Yep. So shout out to Ultra for that. Her first works, the Gem and the Holograms. That's what I purchased from.
I see that shit jump to 40. Are you 35? No.
I've been looking for that forever since Ultra did that spec matrix, and I cannot find it. I find all the other subscription variants before that and after, and I'm just like, oh, the 7's missing.
7's always missing for whatever reason, and it's not because people knew about it. I just don't think it was ordered.
Yeah.
What you got?
Hey, just one thing. Hey, just a word that Comic Crusaders, we have a Twitch.tv channel. If you go into that Twitch.tv channel and you put a comment or whatever on there, you get an extra name on the wheel. Just saying.
Let's do it.
All right. And then I'm sharing my screen so we can do Dealer Drunk side if you want to. All right.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So here's my first item for Dealer Drunk side. I decided to bust out some magazines. So we have a 1980 vintage Star Wars Marvel Special Edition #2 Empire Strikes Back that sold for $9.50 versus the Star Wars Insider 203 that features Ahsoka on the cover that sold for $11.99.
Isn't it one up top first, Boba?
Yeah.
Well,
early Boba in print.
That's Clay's closed. Next.
So, do we get a consensus on the panel all the way down? Does everybody agree with the top?
No, I'd rather have the Ahsoka.
No, I want the Ahsoka.
What?
The one. That one's
they on that cover buy. We buy them for the guts, Mel. That's the difference.
She's gonna be bigger than Boba.
She's gonna be bigger than Boba.
When it's all said and done, she's gonna be bigger.
Gonna be bigger than Boba.
Did I stutter?
Why? Why?
I think so. You're wilding right there.
You're gonna be like the character Boba.
She hits a lot of demographics. Let's not forget, Boba was a character who, for a long time, people felt like was wasted until this Mandalorian shit came back around.
Here's a whole series of people waiting for the book of Boba. Man,
because the Mandalorian shit just hyped it
correct.
up. And what happens after the book of Boba? People gonna forget about him again.
The Mandalorian was nothing but a fucking upgraded Boba.
When was Boba Fett ever forgot about? Boba Fett has never been forgotten.
See, and Boba Fett is the anomaly because he had like fucking 3 minutes of screen time between 2 movies and supposedly died in his second appearance. And everybody fascinated over him, was like, he's the most fucking wicked bounty hunter in the galaxy.
Right.
Because of fan fictions that were written about him. He has a cult following like no other. And this is the reason why I too am going with Mel's pick, and I'm taking the top one for the early Boba appearance.
Boba got his ass kicked by a man who was basically blind.
Lucky hit.
I'm just putting that out there.
Lucky hit.
Putting that out there.
Lucky hit.
I look at it this way: all the people that fascinated over Boba, they'll be dying within the next 20 years. All the kids that grew up watching Rebels and all of that know about Ahsoka, they're gonna be the ones buying the books, spending money.
So listen, let me ask you something. You watching a Boba Fett TV series or an Ahsoka TV series?
Ahsoka.
What?
Both.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
you guys forget
that's
that
an easy way I need to say both, but
the book of Boba Fett's being done by Robert Rodriguez, so that makes it even, right? That's another notch in the token. Now I get it. Ahsoka's being done by Filoni, and it was supposed to be Rodriguez, Filoni, and Favreau all having their own shows. But man, for how well Robert Rodriguez did with those Boba Fett episodes in Mandalorian, I'm really looking to a Robert Rodriguez spaghetti western Boba Fett story.
I mean, it's all gonna be good at the end of the day, but I just think long term, Ahsoka has more room to grow than Boba Fett does. These new kids ain't gonna be fucking with Boba Fett. They gonna like Ahsoka more.
But again, Boba didn't have 3 words. Boba really didn't have a chance to grow, but he grew on his own organically.
He grew on looks alone. If you guys forget that Boba Fett was people went crazy about Boba Fett, not because of any of the comic shit that came out before the movie. None of that. It was based on the figure that came out. That was how people saw him first. When people went batshit crazy based on the figure alone.
Yeah, y'all right, but here go the thing. 2 things can be true at the same time. Yes, Boba had a cult following based on a little bit of screen time.
Boba still has a cult following. Ahsoka doesn't.
Why y'all old dude?
Ahsoka is wrong.
Ahsoka does have a cult following. I will say that. Ahsoka 100% does have a cult
Boba?
following. But not as big as Boba. No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. You guys are listen. Comics Main and Ninth Wonder are right. Like the younger generation loves Ahsoka. They love Ahsoka, but still, I don't think that matters when it comes to we could say that the younger generation loves. They love Miles, but still, AF-15 is worth way more than Ultimate Fallout 4.
AF-15 is worth that much because of the history behind it, not because of what the current generation views Miles versus Peters.
What about the history of Boba Fett? Isn't there history behind Boba Fett?
It's history behind Boba Fett, but the way I look at it is this: Boba Fett, at a certain point, he's gonna plateau. He's gonna be where he's at. It's not like I'm saying Boba Fett trash or anything of that nature. What I'm saying is,
he trash
compared to Ahsoka, yeah, because she's gonna continue to grow.
How about this one? We don't know if Ahsoka is going to continue to grow because that show could come out and be complete, absolute ass and ruin the character forever. Not true, because the Boba that's out before that outweighs what's coming out. The Boba show could be trash and people are still going to love Boba. That Ahsoka show comes out and be trash, and there's all these new people that are being shown Ahsoka that are going to be like, that character sucks. I doubt
the Ahsoka. I love Rosario Dawson.
Perfect.
I agree.
Perfect comment. It's first Boba versus a shit magazine. Perfect. Next.
All right.
Technical first Boba.
All right, so for our next set, I have a 9.8 Department of Truth that sold for 150 versus Stray Dogs #1, cover A and cover B, first prints that sold for 150 also.
Stray Dogs.
When did this sell?
Let's see, July 8th, both July
2 days
8th.
ago. Man, the market sure can change a shit ton in 2 days, can it?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So I've been seeing people fucking advertising a set of Stray Dogs, one cover A and cover B at like $260.
Yes, I was about to say the same thing.
So that's just where I've been seeing people list them at. I haven't been really tracking the sales on them very much because I'm a proud owner of an acetate cover.
I hate you.
I don't own a single Stray Dogs comic, so I'm taking the set over the Department of Truth, and I don't own a single Department of Truth comic either, but I'd rather own Stray Dogs.
This is not as easy as this is not as easy as you think it is.
You see, I haven't read Department of Truth yet.
It's good.
I've been collecting them, but I haven't read it. Stray Dogs, obviously I did, and I just love it. But I'm also kind of biased because we love Trish, and she's our friend.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Stray Dogs.
I'm gonna have to go with the Stray Dogs because I want that cover A, and I had an opportunity to get 5 of them, and I was like, nobody. What is this? A show about dogs?
Son.
I mean,
they had a stack at one of my local comic shops, and I was like, I'll get it next week. I'll get it next week. Next thing you know, I was asking Lucy for one for $50, and the rest is history.
It is not just about dogs. It is about a serial killer.
Yeah.
It is about a serial killer that kills people and then kidnaps their dogs.
Yep. And I love it. Never show his face. We don't know how he looks like.
The Department of Truth is temporal. By that I mean it is perfect for the climate that is happening right now because we got a whole bunch of Karens and freaking people who think it's okay to be insurrectionists and do all that other stuff. And that I get it, your political beliefs or what your political beliefs, but don't do that shit. So if you are into that shit, Department of Truth is for you right now. Good to go. You'll be dead in 10 to 15 years anyway. Stray Dogs, however, will be good for the good next 20 to 30 years. It's got that freaking.
Yo, this is a tough one, man.
So and look, don't get me wrong, because Department of Truth does make fun of both Q and Blue Anons, like hardcore. You know, pulls the strings of both, goes after everybody. Nobody is safe. But for for obvious reasons, the Stray Dogs, like I said, 149. That's the old price. The new price is not $149.95. So that's the only reason why we go with it, even though I love the fact that the Department of Truth is slabbed.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
So in my opinion, that 9.8 don't mean nothing because them department, I got at least 10 or 15 of them, and all of them look like 9.8s. Them books, even when I just picked up a bunch of #2s the other day that have been sitting on the shelf for months. I don't know, those books, I don't think they'd be hard to get a 9.8. I've seen a lot of 9.8s in different shops. I haven't looked at the census on it, but I'm just willing to guess that's not a rare 9.8. As far as the Stray Dogs goes, you getting 2 books that are the same but uniquely different because you got the cover A, and then you got the horror homage, which is a part of a set. Then you start breaking it down that, okay, with Department of Truth, it's an ongoing series. With Stray Dogs, it's only 5 books in the set. So that's going to drive the value up of those books because you don't got that many places to spread your money out with Stray Dogs. You just got those 5 books, the horror covers, and the later printings. Department of Truth is way more for people to spread their money out on, to feel like they own a piece of that property. So Stray Dogs, just even if you value the IPs the same, you getting a chance to own two stray dogs, and I feel like anybody worth their salt in collecting would want to have both of those covers, especially if you want to do that, complete the whole horror set. So it's just so much more meat on the bone with that stray dogs than it is with just a 9.8 Department of Truth, because you can get the fucking stray dog shit graded, and they probably be 9.8.
We say that now. Now, fucking more option news comes out tomorrow. Fucking the conversation changes.
Mm-hmm.
That conversation will never change for me. It's like Lucas said, that Department of Truth shit, though I love it, it's temporal, because something like that. Look, the world is different now than it was 10 years ago, 5 years ago. You don't know how that type of story is going to last, 10, 20, 30 years down the line. But Stray Dogs, a story like that is going to be timeless. It's going to be timeless, man.
They both the time, because conspiracy theories never will die.
Conspiracy theories aren't conspiracy theories. They're just people who are more informed in front of the mainstream narrative. Thank you.
Well, here's what I will say. People now have a lot more time to sit home and listen to conspiracy theories and your Instagram, your Facebook, your 40 to 50-year-olds that are sitting on Facebook and listen to that shit because they had nothing to do but listen to that shit. But once we all got to go back to work, they're not going to have time for all that stuff anymore. So.
Department of Truth is a GameStop stock? No way. Wow.
Yeah. I don't feel that harshly about it. I don't feel that.
No. It's a good IP. I just think the Stray Dogs, like, you gotta have a star to push the books, and the dogs is the stars of Stray Dogs. Department of Truth, you really don't have a star. Like, you don't have anybody to relate back to that book to say, okay, this is, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see them fucking dogs, you're just like, oh, look at them dogs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You feel bad for the dogs. They stuck in there with this fucking serial killer, man.
I know.
This dude is fucking old yelling dogs too, man. Fucking taking them out behind the shed and shit. God damn.
Right. Just fucking them off, man. But
here's the deal for Department of Truth. It's got a shot. Either way, it's got a shot, but it's got to do it like X-Files. It's just got to come in there out of nowhere and just shock the heck out of people.
Well, not
it'll have a good 12 or 13-year-old run.
That's where the Starface Man comes in.
Like, if
that's
they
shock value.
Yeah. If they do Department of Truth and they do it as a series and it takes that place of an X-Files type thing that people are wanting, it's got to be a long-running series, and this does become a different conversation because then you're talking a movie over a long-running series. But I mean, the safe bet, like the smart bet, is definitely Stray Dogs between these two, at least right now.
They got to do that department. They got to get so much right on that. The intro or any intro music, that shit has to be iconic. They have to have characters that you can really gravitate towards that remind you of fucking crazy, kooky ass people that you know in real life. It has to be on the right network with the right amount of accessibility. They have to follow the right storylines. They're going to have to predict shit that happens in the future. They're gonna have to get a lot of shit right for that to become a cultural phenomenon. Stray Dogs, all they have to do is get the right art, tell the story properly, transfer it from paper to film properly, and that shit's gonna print money.
Yep.
Okay, so what do we think is the ceiling for each book? Is it $1,000? Like something children?
Something killing the puppies. That's another something that's killing the children. It's gonna do numbers.
Well, I mean, it really depends. Are we talking about any of the variants from these two books, or are we talking about just the books that are on screen here?
Just the books that are on screen here.
Oh, well, then either of them, I think. Honestly, I think an individual Stray Dogs #1 Silence of the Lambs variant sells by itself for what the 9.8 DOT does.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's the ceiling? We may be at it. We may be at it right now. But I still think in this option that's presented to me here with these two options of purchase, I'm buying the 2 books. Flat out. The two books just kills it. But you may be Department of Truth higher ceiling. Long stray dogs may not. I don't know. I must have just lagged a little bit.
Yeah, to me, I think like the Department of Truth is like this seems like a kind of a low price, like for a 9.8. Like, because I think before it's hit like 250, somewhere around there. So I feel like for the long term, like I feel like the Department of Truth could go a little bit further.
Aaron, this is probably your best comparison.
Y'all want to do this? Let me tell you this, because I sold the Department of Truth #1, and I sold the Stray Dogs #1 in my last Whatnot sale.
Why not?
Give me 1 second. I can tell you this. I'm pretty sure some of the second printings and third printings of Stray Dogs outsold the Department of Truth books. All right, so Department of Truth, #1, cover A, raw, near mint plus, in my opinion, sold for $81. And let me find that fucking Stray Dog shit. It's down here somewhere. Stray Dogs.
Which one are you picking, Mel?
I don't know yet. Like I said, this is probably the best one you ever had.
Thank you.
I mean, they I think they came out right around the same time, right?
I think so.
No, Department of Truth.
Department could be 4. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they came out within the same year, I believe. Right?
No,
That
2020, right? It says 2020.
Yeah.
The Stray Dogs, the number one, just the horror variant by itself, sold for $140.
No,
$140.
2000. What for what?
Holy shit!
The horror variant by itself,
$140.
The Silence of the Lambs shit, sold for $140.
That's crazy. I see stacks.
And I only got one.
I was picking them up every time I saw them. I was just picking them up over the cover A. I don't know. It was just something about that cover that just spoke to me. So I'm so glad. That's the first time I bought a cover B, and I felt good about buying the cover B. So now it's
Department of Truth came out in September of 2020.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't like Department of Truth when I first read it because I didn't like the art. So that being said,
do the opposite of what you do.
Do the opposite of what I do. I'm gonna go. I don't know when I'm gonna go.
Bush.
This is great, Aaron. This is what Dealer Drunk Side should be about, because it's better than Dealer Flip Side. Dealer Drunk
Get the
Side.
fuck out of here. On that note, good night, everybody. I'm out. Peace. Love you guys.
Are you seriously leaving?
Yeah, I gotta bounce. Hey, Lucas. Thank you, brother. Look at that.
No
Beautiful.
problem. No problem. Once again, as we get those cards in, man, freaking, I'll definitely keep pushing out the ones that I think you'll like. And if any of you guys want some cards, definitely check out the drunkenchatsun.com page, where we've got the FOC stuff, the toys, and there are some cards out there if you guys want to pick some up. And
before I do bounce, I want to give one more shout out to everybody on the show. The community that is being built around these shows and these groups and all the people that hang out with us every night is pretty awesome. And let's keep it going. Peace.
Good night, Brian.
You have a good one, man.
Peace, my brother. I still don't have. I don't still have no choice. I gotta think about this like next week.
Just
I'll come back next week with an answer.
You come back next week with an answer? You want to move on?
This is a really good one. Probably the best one you ever had.
Because Trish, so just say Stray Dogs.
I'm leaning towards that way, but this is a great one. The Pumpkin Crew has a lot of like that X-Files factor. It's crazy.
Okay.
And then also remember this. You know you're gonna grade one of them, right? What's the turnaround time?
Oh, I'm not grading none.
CBCS 2 day, 2 day, $32 graded. You had that thing back. I was thinking about doing that, but I'm gonna keep my stray dogs raw for a while. I'm gonna keep them dogs raw.
Why? Because you know CDC is worth more than CBCS.
No, but
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
We're not gonna go down that road.
What we got next?
All right.
When are we gonna get Trish on Drunken Chat?
Hey, right now she's super busy, but
Ay, está bien ocupado por nosotros.
No. Oh my God, Lucas.
A mí vale madre.
Okay, I'm going with Transformers.
I will ask her. I'll ask her. She'll come for sure.
No. You tell her.
Okay,
I'll
tell her.
You tell her to get her culo on the show.
Oh my God.
Talk her. We'll tell her like a princesa, como quiera. Fuck no.
All right, so we got the Battle of the Second Prince. So we have Transformers #1 second print that sold for $58.
I hate second prints.
And then the Eastman and Laird TMNT #7 second print that sold for $37.
There's a third print above my head in the frame. That was a gift from my wife.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm going with the second print of the Transformers just because obviously I'm a little biased, but I can't really see it. Can you? There it is. See?
There it is.
And the frame. Yep.
Nice.
That's from the wife.
Oh.
It's got a nice little message on the back side of it too. She wrote.
I guess she likes you.
Yeah, just a little bit. She did marry me, so.
I guess.
Hey, getting married doesn't mean nobody likes you for shit. That don't mean shit. It means I like your shit. That's in your house, but that means she likes it.
So the Transformers is what? Transformers is a key. It's a Transformers key. It's a key book. What is the Turtle 7? Is it the first appearance?
Just the first?
Oh well, I mean, it's the first appearance of the Transformers, and
I'm talking about the Turtles.
Oh, the Turtles. I don't know. It's a second print of #7. So is that the first Krang?
He's #7 right here.
It's like the cover, like his first cover appearance or whatever, right? Or that same like creature.
Transformers.
Nice.
Transformers easy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go with the Ninja Turtles over here.
Why?
Because I don't know shit about Transformers.
Know that this is a first.
So, and then that little thing looks like the something's killing the children octopus.
What?
It kind of looks like it. I don't know.
This is why you go this over Transformers? What?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Turtles also because that had a bigger impact on my life than Transformers did. So
yeah.
Ultra.
Go Ninja,
Ultra
go
back.
Ninja, go. Go Ninja, go Ninja.
I may still have that theme song.
Come on.
Yeah, oh wow. I'm going Transformers. It's a key book. Even though I don't like second prints.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going Transformers.
Ultra, I have a question. Why haven't they done anything with Hot Shot?
Because he's a derivative of fucking Hot Rod. That's why. Oh, wait. Are you talking about so there's a later version called Hot Shot that was a combination of a previous fire engine and Hot Rod. And then the original Hot Shot, like you're talking, Hot Spot was his original name. He's the fire engine one. So if you're talking about Hot Shot, he's a derivative character. That's why they haven't done shit with him.
Okay. Though I remember the one from the movie with I think where Optimus Prime died and had to give up his Allspark and something like that.
Jetfire.
Okay.
Jetfire is the one who gave up the spark in that one. And again, that's Bayverse. So we're not really going to count that one. And the next movie is already going to be Beast Wars with Predacons, Terracons, and Optimus. Basically, I think the Bumblebee universe is what they're going to stick with now. So maybe John Cena will show up again. Who knows?
So is that where the Transformers look like?
I was just going to say, you won't see him.
Oh, also, cool comic guy. Don't forget about the Jay Lee issue 1. Octo's on that cover too.
Oh.
For something that's killing his children.
Yep,
Which
you're right
one?
about that.
Which one, Aaron?
What's up?
Which one was it?
The Jay Lee, the all red background, where Erica's sitting on the.
That's right. And
yeah, so Octo's on the side there.
That's right.
Yeah.
So Doc J, if you're looking at the book, you actually have to open up the cover and look at the indica printed on the very first printed page. It'll be the last letters will tell you either second print or third print if it is a later print.
I had a chance to buy this Transformers #1. I think it was probably a second print, but the comic shop I was at, they wouldn't let me open up the bag and board to A, see if it was a second print, and B, just check out the back of the book to make sure that it was good. I should have bought it because it was only like $5 or $6, but it just pissed me off that they, you know what I'm saying? That like, you know what? I can't check out the fucking books before I buy it. I just left the stack on the counter.
Yeah, it sounds like they were trying to hide something.
If you know what I'm saying, I had a stack of books about this thick, so I'm like, fucking let me see the books before I buy them, bro. I'm not gonna tear your stuff up, you know. I don't mind second prints from this era because they were mainly printed so that people could read them. You know, you didn't have digital back then, and people actually read their comic books back in this era. I would probably go with Transformers just because I feel like Transformers can never really get old because they fucking robots that can turn into cars. People love cars, especially in America. Next to a fucking dog, people love their fucking cars, man.
Damn right. I got a dog that's named after a car. Do you?
Don't matter if you black, white, green, purple. People love their cars, man. You know.
Your dog's named Ford?
No, I have a dog named after a much classier car.
What? What is it?
Mitsubishi.
El Camino? Just kidding.
It's an Italian name.
Camaro.
Nope.
That's a great dog name, Camaro.
Well, then you probably like this one. My dog is named after my Volkswagen Corrado.
Nice.
I like Camaro better.
Yeah, well, the Corrado is a poor man's Porsche.
All right.
Hey, Nate 138 says he's reading his comics right now. Which ones are you reading right now? Let me know.
All right.
So next
word.
What we have next? I have shoes. So we have the South Park. Yeah, so we have the South Park Adidas Tally shoes that sold for $250 versus the Adidas Chewbacca shoes that sold for $209.
Fuck.
Aaron, what are those?
Aaron, do you have access to my search history on eBay?
Do I have what?
No, it looked like your dog.
Do you have access to my search history on eBay? Because I was literally looking at Adidas shoes like 3 days ago and saw both of these.
Them Chewbacca's look like somebody done stopped on somebody's dog, and the fur is still stuck in the bottom of the fucking shoe.
You see damn well there, size 13. That means them shits was custom ordered.
Yo, what in the hell? Motherfuckers is wild. Yo,
Drink alcohol.
Yo, the ones up above, those look like somebody's daddy's shoes. The other one's like, what the hell, man?
It's also like towel material too, because it's
did them joints come with trash bags? That's where they going. They going straight to the garbage.
First of all, how do you have a Chewbacca shoe when Chewbacca never wore shoes?
Exactly.
Well, when your feet aren't hairy like a Wookiee, you got to fake it till you make it somehow. And I guess.
Hey, now I've dated plenty of girls whose feet look just like them joints, but goddamn, yo, you ain't. They don't even come with shoe. My dude, they don't even come with shoelaces. The fuck?
They do. I think they're covered by the fur. No.
They're probably not at least
I don't know.
So you can't wear these shoes from June to fucking September. Nah, man, this is keep this shit.
Chewbacca foot sweat.
You can't even wear them in the winter.
Well, I also wanted to remind people that on eBay that they have that if you're selling shoes, that anything that's over $100, there's no fees.
Yeah,
Yep.
and
I've been
the
cleaning up on
authenticity,
that.
all the authenticity guarantee as well. So
I'm gonna tell you this: I'm gonna tell you this, just my personal opinion from reselling shoes. As a seller, this is how the authenticity works. I was selling a lot of Jordans on GOAT and StockX, but when eBay started doing no fees for shoes over $100, and pretty much every shoe that I sell is going to be over $100, I started selling through eBay. Thankfully, all of my shit is coming straight out of retail store. So the first time I sold a pair of shoes and I shipped the shoes off, I thought it was going to the buyer because the address was just like a random normal house address. So about 2 weeks later, I got a email saying that the shoes had passed authentication and that they were going out to the buyer. So I don't know who the hell they got authenticating these shoes, but every time I've sold a pair of shoes on there, they've went out to a different address for authentication. Take that with a grain of salt. I don't know. They supposed to be partnered with, I think, Flight Club or Stadium Goods, one of them. So I just don't know if these are different employees who this company has entrusted.
Who the fuck is authenticating Chewbacca shoes?
Star Wars fans.
This is real wiki fur.
All right. So for our last item, we have SNES Street Fighter 2 that's still sealed, the 30 or limited edition that's sold for $245 versus X-Men Mutant
Fighter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Street Fighter all day.
Because CGC is going to start grading video games, X-Men. Because an X-Men game in a CGC case, I think will garner more value on the secondary market.
The X-Men game was probably less printed, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember cracking open the same box. Like, wow.
Yep, me too. I do. and none of us took care of the boxes. We all fucking tore we tore the shit out the box and threw the box away. Had a little cartridge in a little sleeve, and the SNES cartridges with the little bottom, just like little thin plastic cover for those things. Remember? That's it.
I feel what James is saying about CGC grading these games, and that X-Men game in the CGC case. But honestly, how many people really played this X-Men game compared to people who played Street Fighter? Everybody and their mama played Street Fighter, from whether it was in the corner bodega, whether it was at home on the Nintendo, Sega. You can still go buy Street Fighter on one of the little mini arcade cabs that they got right now. In the fighting game community, in the fighter community, for gaming, Street Fighter is definitely one, has a deep history. Don't matter if you started playing competitively 10 years ago or 20, 30 years ago, Street Fighter is just it's a respected brand.
Yeah.
So I just think that even if you started getting casuals who wanted to get into graded games, Street Fighter would be something that would jump off the page. If you searching through eBay and you see Street Fighter or you see a random X-Men game, it's like, give me the Street Fighter. I played this as a child, and that's gonna bring back nostalgia.
That's exactly why I would buy it, just to hang it up on somewhere in the fucking ceiling somewhere. Like,
yeah.
You could buy those mini arcade joints for just about the same price of these fucking things.
That's very true. Yeah, the arcade one-ups.
We had one in the office until I moved it out like 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah, Street Fighter. Yeah.
Why did you move it up?
We got too many damn books.
Fair enough.
We do 14 books a month. we need room.
Don't get rid of the Street Fighter
or whatnot.
Well, and then with those, you can with the arcade machines, you can jailbreak them and then put a Raspberry Pi in them, and then put like Infinity games. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I also just kind of wanted to put these up because CGC did announce that they were going to start grading games, so I thought that was kind of interesting that they were going to start breaking into that market. It wasn't until like last year that they broke into the card market. So
How about you break it into the fuck? Get my books back on time,
right?
I think CGC is about to piss a lot of comic collectors off. People, when I mean, of course, y'all already pissed off, but you know, here go my thing about it. When Blackstone bought CGC, you know, people thought, oh, they're gonna put more money into comic grading, you know, this, that, and the third. But 9 times out of 10, when you buy a company out, you're gonna get your money back by start cutting back on shit, firing people, or you're gonna get into things you were not into before and get money that way, build the company up, then turn around and sell it. And that's exactly what Blackstone about to do. They're about to start grading video games, VHS, anything you can grade. They're gonna start slabbing that shit. Watch.
I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be fucking CDs, and anybody grading Rockefeller shit's gonna get a grade bump.
Right? Yeah, for real.
They're gonna start grading
Source magazine. I'm about to send my DMX shit and get a 9.8.
They're gonna start grading all kinds of shit. I mean, and the comics, they already got y'all money. Because what? CGC backlog damn near 6 months
100 days
on the entry level.
100 business days right now.
How much is Fast Track?
For
like 80 something, right? I don't know. I'm not even checking this shit right now. This is the reason why I'm dealing in raw copies, because I'm not even fucking with grading.
Disgusting.
All right. Yeah, so that was the last thing I had, but I just wanted to remind everyone, you know, you can catch me on the Flipside channel with Dealer Flipside, or, you know, you can hang out on Drunken Chat and catch me on Dealer Drunk Side. So on Dealer Flipside, I do wear a suit and tie.
Damn, Skippy. Wednesday's suit and tie day. That's right.
Yep. Got to keep that tradition going. All right. So, yeah, that's all I was able to come up with today.
No, I think Doc J, I think they already do that with album covers. But I was talking about how they're going to get into CDs and tapes next. And damn, you know what? It's times like this where I really wish I had my first. Like, do you guys remember the first tape you ever bought? Like, do you remember the first? Like, I'm old enough that I bought tapes. Okay, my very first tape is a rap rock mix by Anthrax, and it's called "I'm the Man." Nice. You guys remember that one? The "I'm the Man" single.
Bone Thugs and Harmony. I want to say it was like a single with like Crossroads and something else on there.
Well, we'll see. That's why I keep this, and I'm actually looking for another copy of this one. This one is Molly Hatchet. This is the vinyl, right? And this is the first appearance of the Death Dealer.
Yeah,
Frazetta.
Exactly, Frazetta. The first appearance of it. Now, people are like, well, there's millions of these. Well, yes, there are millions of them. However, there are special copies that were sent around to each radio station. I tracked down the numbers. There's only 2,000.
You was working on this for a minute, right?
Yeah. There was only 2,000 sent to each radio station. So, you just gotta freaking know what you're looking for. And this one, I think, is just a regular copy, but I'm still trying to track down the radio station copies.
Oh, hey, listen, I got a roll.
Me too.
Steak and lobster. Steak and lobster.
No,
are you talking about tofu?
That's steak and lobster. It's salad. It's green salad and salmon. The same thing.
A lot of me, Mel. A lot of me.
I'll show you the shit.
He's got to get out of here before I do the spec.
I don't want to hear about no damn vegetables. I want to hear about no damn vegetables. Shit.
I'm telling you, I gotta get right, man. I gotta get right. Yo, but before I leave, I want to thank everybody for coming through. I'll definitely be back next week and the weeks going forward. Mel V is back. You guys, thank you guys for coming on and doing great. I'm going to listen to the rest of the show while I tear this motherfucking fish that had parents.
What about the giveaway?
Right.
Yeah.
Who's doing the giveaway? Because I got the wheel, right?
The giveaway, man.
Oh, the giveaway is from Wonder World Comics. The winner hit me up on IG. Lucas, spin the motherfucking wheel. This is for the He-Man Revolution. The He-Man book from Wonder World Comics.
Revelations of the revolutions of the name.
Yes.
Wheel of Names. There you go.
Um,
Telekinetic Age.
Again.
Congratulations.
So Dennis hit me up and said there's 2. He wants to give away 2 of them. So Lucas, once again, spin that motherfucking wheel. So Telekinetic hit me up on IG, and I get that over to Dennis, as well as is that Mighty LV gonna win?
Sure.
Yes.
Dennis,
Congrats.
send my shit. There it is, right there.
Nice.
Yes, I am able to win my own shit.
All right, look, that's comic karma. For everybody who doesn't understand why Mel's been winning a lot lately, it's because it's comic book karma. All right.
Don't send him shit. Do not send him shit.
Not rude at all.
Yo, so real shit. Yo, I appreciate every one of y'all.
Bye, Mel. Good night.
James, much appreciated. Aaron, thank you for your work. Ultra, I'm gonna know you're gonna kill the Matrix. Comics Man, congratulations on your first joint. Lucas, love you as always. Knife, my man. We're gonna rock out. Lucy, come on now.
The chat's already starting.
Rigged. That's it. Hand in the love of the underdog still on top.
That's so funny. Well, I'm gonna go too, guys, because Romy's waiting for me.
Okay.
If you guys can... What?
No, I got books for you that there should be on the way. I'm just waiting for one more order. Those books that you wanted regarding Marcus Chavez, go ahead and put the order in because I don't remember that order and whatever.
No, I didn't order it. You told me you were gonna, because I didn't get it, and you told me you got me, and you didn't get it.
You know what? I probably ordered it and it still hasn't come in.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
It's okay. Because I'm just giving you shit.
No, I guarantee you, if you told me to do it, I put it in the order. It probably just still never came in.
It's all right. Thank you so much, though. And I mean, your pool box is freaking amazing, and it makes it so much easier, and it saves me time, and I don't have to get out on the heat, the freaking 117, 18 heat.
My God! Oh yeah. See, this is the wrong time to be in that condition. Whew.
Yes, today was 117. So yeah,
I hope you got central air.
I do. But yeah, and thank you. Oh, before I go, I wanted to say real quick that I have to say that Bird City Comics just dropped this new exclusive, and I'm so excited for this book. It's from Scotty Young. If you guys read Middle West, you will like this book because it's again by Scotty Young and Jorge Corona, and I love Scotty Young, and I love their books. So make sure to pre-order that one.
What was the name of the title?
It's the ones. Let me see. I don't want to say it wrong. I want to make sure I say it right. The Me You Love in the Dark.
Oh yeah. We're going to talk about that later on.
One.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that later on today on FOC.
Oh well.
Yeah. It's got to win a 25.
Yes, and I think it's the Scotty Young cover, just the same as Middle West.
Yeah.
But I think that's going to be a good book. And I think Ultra talked about Ariel Diaz before.
Possibly. That seems. I don't think I've done a spec matrix on her, but I know that the name's come up before.
Yeah. Well, she did the exclusive cover for Bird City, and it's freaking amazing. I love the colors. But
the cover for Bird City is the homage to Cabin in the Woods.
In the Woods, yes, yeah.
And that's a big horror movie. So, boy, see, this is the reason why I'm not even trying to fight in that fucking realm, because you guys know I got that completionist thing that if I go after one, I've got to get the rest, and if I can't get them all, I get frustrated, and then so I'm not going to even try. But to whoever's putting together a full set of all those fucking Stray Dogs covers, good fucking luck. That's all I gotta say. Because anybody who is putting together the full movie variant set, I bow to you. And I have a fucking near complete, with the exception of one black and white hip hop variant set from Marvel. So and I'm here praising you putting together a movie variant set with probably like a eighth of the books
Well, again, thank you guys for having me. Have a good night.
Always love having
First
you.
lady of Drunken Chat.
And tell Bird City that they need to come back on here, man.
I
Push your own
know.
shit.
I know. I will
Or give us a
tell Laura
commercial. Give us a commercial or something.
We had Laura in the chat, and that was cool.
Yeah, she was in the chat earlier.
Yeah. So.
Oh, and check my comic page, guys.
And
I'm selling books.
Absolutely. So even though you don't have a whatnot, she's got a Instagram page, Mama Comics Sale, right?
Mama Comics for Sale. Yeah.
Mama Comics for Sale. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm selling a bunch of my extras and stuff like that. So, yes. Well, again, thank you guys. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Well, I guess this was time to leave. Well, I might as well go ahead and catch the door, before it closed, because I'm falling asleep over here.
All right, man. You might as well go ahead.
No worries.
Put your wallet away. Because Ultra's about to do it.
I appreciate it.
All right, man.
Yeah, good night.
So the usual suspects again.
Yeah,
I was about to leave too, but I feel like it's weird having 4 people leave at the same time, so I might hang out just a little bit longer.
See, y'all need to go back to the times when we did 8-hour shows, man. You had people in and out. There was no, we all gonna arrive at the same time and leave at the same time. None of that shit. Just people just randomly showing up, man. Freaking.
That's how I got on my first show. Was on the way to Virtual Con 2.
Exactly, man. Freaking. I think we were supposed to had one, but I don't know what the fuck happened with that one. But
so I'm looking pretty awake for a dude who's got 3 fucking streams to do tomorrow.
Yeah, 3 streams. Shit.
Raw. All right, so giveaway, Raw report, and then my whatnot sale at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I if you guys follow me on IG, you already know I posted some of the goods that I'll be putting in there. And of course, there's a couple of more rare, more desirable books that kind of fill in with the themes that I've got there that I didn't show you. You have to be tuning in to watch. And who knows, I might even give something away. But we're not even talking about whatnot right now because, well,
it's time.
Oh shit! Yeah, well, Geek Driven's right, but technically that one I usually don't jump on until after it's Sunday, so that counts as an extra day. So yeah, 4 streams, and it looks like I got to do FOC for 2 weeks in a row tomorrow because of the Penguin Random House. And Lucas, I'm gonna need to talk to you about having to access that information so I can stay ahead of the game. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But you guys. Thank you for tuning into It's Drunken Chat, where I have the privilege of working with Mighty Mel V and the crew here to drop this thing I do called the Speculation Matrix Variant Edition. And of course, I do this thing on my own channel, and I got this thing on my own channel going on with a giveaway, and I do a show called The Raw Report on my own channel too. And yeah, you can find me on these places: IG, FaceBase, and the old Twitter. Twitter is cancer. But there's my whatnot, Ultramax. Guys, I appreciate everybody following. I've been trying to get into that app and follow people, but sometimes it gets a little like saying hey, I think you follow too many people, kind of like IG does. It doesn't like it when I'm pressing so many buttons. So I got to get in there and follow a whole bunch of more people. But I absolutely follow everybody back who follows me. Absolutely fucking lootly. We can all benefit from a community like whatnot because it's all of us selling comics back and forth to each other, and basically we're getting the books that we want, we're selling the books that we want to move on from, and obviously some of us have duplicates of hot books and stuff like that we've accumulated over the years, and sometimes we need to make space in the collection to make other things fit. So I appreciate everybody who's going to follow along, and anybody who does buy from me knows that I'm going to be using priority mail and packaging like a fucking pro. So get to follow me over there. But let's get into this, everybody. So before we get into this, also don't forget another really good store, Wanna Comics. There it is, Mr. Dave Wilkins. And then, of course, haha, number 6. Oh, good stuff. I don't know why that spoiler was in there. I think I took that from a previous one. But anybody, let's dive into the Speculation Matrix, everybody. So Geek Driven is asking, what is my whatnot? It is Ultra Max, because they would not let me put Ultra Maximus. So I had to shorten that one up. But here we go. So you guys heard me talk about this artist, and this is going to be an artist focus here this evening. I've talked about this artist before, and it was like one of those things where I really needed to wait until they had a sufficient number of covers done, and then all of a sudden they like to throw this shit at you guys and knock it out the park. So Patrick Gleason has actually been in the comic book community since, doing covers for quite some time. I found his earliest cover was back in 2010. So we got 11 years worth of work with this guy, but he's also done a little bit more recent, more popular A covers and such, but this is not the focus of what we're doing here. This variant edition is all about most of the variant covers. Okay. Because we like the variants because we like the least, least available with the most desired, right? That's what collecting's all about for most of us, right? We follow after, the rarest of stuff. So Patrick Gleason's going to open with some Green Lantern Corps books. We got some incentive variants though with high ratios. So 1 in 25 on issue 48, and then on issue 49. And of course, as you guys know, Brightest Day, this is, at the peak of a lot of big things going on in Green Lantern Corps. I'm not even a real big DC fan. But you know what? And Cool Comic Guy's talking about the Venom 33, which I'm not even including on here because it's a store exclusive. So you won't be seeing the store exclusive Gleason works that are out there. So there's a ton of them now because he's done like versions to match some stuff. But we're going to take a look at some just the variant covers that exist. And you guys should probably be looking for some of these if you're a fan of Patrick Gleason's work. And you can find them probably in back issue bins. And some of these books may have actually cooled off really, really well. Green Lantern Corps 52. They skipped over 51. I think that was a Sook variant. But then you have right here, you have number 53 variant. Not bad,
Damn.
right? Yeah, check
nice
that
back
out.
shot.
Right? And then 54, which gave us a 1 in 10. And then for 55 and 56, because, we've got the Green Lantern Corps versus the Sinestro Corps here. There's a connecting variant set. So connecting variant set, GL Corps 55 and 56, everybody. 1 in 10s, right? And they're not too shabby. I mean, Gleason, again, despite what everybody think, over his web design books, that kind of got a little bit of saturation, I think. He's got an exceptional range. Now, here's the variant edition for Batman Superman number 3, which basically it's a 1 in 25. There it is with your trade dress. So that's what you're actually looking like. But this is what the art looks like without all that, and this is
looks damn good.
Yeah, he's an exceptional artist that has done more work than we probably will recognize as his, like this one right here. Batman Arkham Endgame? What the hell? So this is also another one of those books that they did that month of Joker variants. And here's Patrick Gleason's contribution to that on Detective Comics number 41. Damian, Son of Batman, number 3 of 4. And this is the variant. So I believe this is a 1 in 25. And then there is a sketch 1 in 100 of the A cover, which is not his artwork. So just the incentive variant, you're going to have to actually look for the Gleason variant specifically in a lot of places. He did the A cover, and then he also did this 1 in 100 for Action Comics 1001. So he's got way more work. He's got way more work than a lot of people probably will recognize in places. The same with Young Justice. Got the variant edition right here. Pax Americana during the Crisis on Infinite Earths and the history of the multiverse and the multiversity. So, I mean, there's some of the early ones, right? And shoot, there was one missing, I thought. Yeah, there's one missing. I don't know what the hell happened to it. It might be mixed in with the Marvel stuff, but obviously everybody knows about the Amazing Spider-Man number 55. First, second 1 in 25 in the third print. So we got all the different variants of this one on all the different colors. The 1 in 50 incentive variant, or is it a 1 in 25? Or I thought it was. It is actually a 1 in 50. My apologies. I mistook that one there. And then of course you have the third print in blue. So decent looking covers, nice in a set. And then of course if you go to Gleason's website. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That a lot of the open order variants from DC, like that Young Justice one, it's pretty cool. That's open order. But this one right here, again, these were all the A covers. And you guys remember that Del Otto cover, same month?
Yes, sir.
Totally underappreciated because everybody was super ordering on this one. And I just remember going to the store, being there like right at open, and I'm only having like 1 or 2 of the Del Ottos. So I don't think the Del Otto got ordered as much, and I love that Del Otto cover because it's basically a negative space Del Otto. But yeah, still can't believe it took 60 years for somebody to do Spidey and Webs. That's right, cool comic guy. But he's also done some other, again, outside of the web, he's got range. Here's your Spider-Woman Night Horror variant, which is the movie variant cover month. Monster variant, whatever. And then Captain America 27, the Stormbreakers variant. So this was a 1 per store.
I see that all the time for cover price or for $10, and I pick it up. I think it's a dope ass cover.
That Leaping Cap?
Yes, sir.
Nice. And for you to see it for cover price is neat because being a 1 per store, most of the LCSs around me did not have that book for cover price. It was 20 plus on release day for me. The incoming number 1, this was the 2 per store variant. It's basically the A cover with a sketch fade, but 2 of them per store. And again, look at how many characters he's got on one cover. And this is a guy who, again, is doing interiors on a lot of other books. Has been doing interiors on a ton of books for years. Man, I'm kind of pissed off that one of the books that I thought was saved up there. I hope I just misplaced it because it's a DC book, but it's a variant cover and it's Wicked. Or I just didn't sort these books right, but it's okay. But Marvel Comics 1001, he did the wraparound variant for that one. And of course, all iconic characters. And check out Venom with the wings. That Wicked looking.
Interesting.
Right?
Yeah, those are even different than the wings that he has now.
Yeah. And then Swordmaster, Valkyrie. So I mean, there's a lot of people on this one. This is a 1 in 50 variant on the newest run of Black Cat, but I think it had a higher ratio incentive than the 1 in 50. So it's probably why this one doesn't get a lot of attention. But of course, it's a Black Cat with Spider-Man. And then here's this one, Power Princess, giving Captain America the Bane treatment. I must break you.
Snoo.
Yeah. All right. And then this one, I actually like a Heroes Reborn cover. Someone tapping a kidney or pouring a drink?
Sounds like both, right?
Oh, shit.
Drunken chat, son.
That's right. That's fucking right.
Somebody's got to drink. Somebody's got to drink on this damn show. Shit.
Yeah, I had to sell a kidney for a Promise collection book.
Shit.
I didn't say it was mine.
Well, to that person who woke up in a bathtub full of ice with a new scar, thank you for Aaron's new Promise collection book. But yeah, so again, this is just one of those covers that I thought was very fitting. So, the Hyperion, the Atomic Level, and Gleason again was like coming off of all that web heat. I was like, dude, you need to change it up for a minute, show some people that you could do something, and you did. So I was very, very proud to see that art. Let's see here. This is also a recent Spider-Man that predates his 55 web cover, of course. And this is your Gleason variant on number 49. So this is one that everybody was like, man, he's still doing these covers. This is before, Venom 200, of course, as well. So this thing dropped, and this is a book that nobody was really ordering or really read. And then you know what? They decided it needed a second print. So guess which one? Which one I picked up? I'm like, there's no way anybody else is ordering this shit. If this is at my LCS right now and they've only got a few copies, maybe I should pick one up. And I did. And I was like, so anything good going on in this one that I need to know about, Lucas?
Yeah, there was the first appearance of
That's right.
daughter of those 4 science chicks. She was in there.
That's
and
right.
She wrecked Man-Thing's shit. She absolutely wrecked him. And we haven't heard from that bitch since. I don't know what the fuck.
She's too OP for print. That's probably why.
Yeah.
But then there's beautiful covers like this one right here. Like I know this was a chase for you, Lucas, with trying to pool orders for everybody and trying to get yourself a 1 in 500, man.
Yeah.
Fucking A, you know.
Got it.
You know, virgin cover of the A cover, so you can get a much cheaper version than the 1 in 500. But then, of course, they also decided to hit you guys up and say, "Hey, you guys didn't order nearly enough of the Alien #1, so we're going to give you an incentive on the second print and give it to you in red." And negative space, really good usage of it. Again, I don't like unused areas on artwork as much. And which is the reason why I chose the Warhol over this one. But this is still a good this is a great Black Panther cover.
Hey, go back to that Alien joint. So the thing that pisses me off about that is that, okay, you did an incentive. Here's the thing about that Alien #1. They introduced a couple of new aliens in that motherfucker. Yet you don't put them on the cover. Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, they waited till like what, issue 4 to put the alpha on the cover?
Yes. That was the alpha. So on Aliens #1, there was like a new female in there that wasn't the queen, or like she was like the mother, but she wasn't like that big joint that can't fucking move around.
Right.
That can't. She could actually move around. So her new joint was in there, #1, and then you did put the alpha in #4.
Well, and then Marvel's notorious for that too, for putting a first character on second print covers like all the time. I don't see why
yeah. So that would make sense to me. If you want to have a new character, you didn't want to reveal it, you didn't put it in #1. All right, go ahead. Fuck the retailers. No, fuck them, right? So you put it on the second one. Okay, go ahead, put it on the second one, and I'm fine with you putting that as an incentive, but they didn't even do that. They put this negative color variant, but and here's the thing: there was actually a lot better other covers that were a lot better than this that they could have did that for, but they didn't do that. So I don't know what the deal with that was, but for instance, that Enyaq Lee was pretty good.
Yeah. But they had a shit ton of variants. You know, it's just, again, they put out too many different covers for good books. They should limit it themselves a little bit more. But you know what? This right here is, again, it's a nice cover, but it reminded me too much of his previous books that had just been all over the place. And then he dropped something like this, and you're like, dude, what the fuck? We didn't know you could draw like that. Draw like that more often. Like. It's like that hitter that doesn't get a hit forever, then he finally gets a hit, and he is the fastest to first base. And the coach is like, "Why didn't you tell me you could run like that?"
Like Major League, like he's in his pajamas running.
Yeah, basically. And again, don't get me wrong; these artistically are great. Just if you're collecting the set, don't let me stop you from collecting the set. It's an amazing set to have, especially if you got all the virgin covers. And I like that Gleason was selling these on his own art website, so you were supporting the artist directly. A little bit cooler to do, I think, in my opinion, when it comes to exclusives and things like that. And then, of course, this hasn't come out yet because we haven't had Free Comic Book Day yet, right?
Right. That's in August or something like that.
Okay, so this is your Free Comic Book Day 2021 Amazing Spider-Man done by Gleason, which that may be Dylan. Think about it, everybody.
That's true. Depending on where they pick up in the story.
Oh, well, I mean, think about where Marvel was planning to to do Venom and the delay and everything like that. What if they teased Dylan was Venom in that book, and then they were going to actually do it until Venom 200, And I think that would have been the initial release order, but who knows? But here's your one from last year, and everybody knows this. Everybody, first virus, and he turned out to be, what he is. Amazing Spider-Man 25 Gleason variant. Mary Jane in the background. So Gleason also gets credit because first cover appearance. So remember how they were hyping up 62 really big, and I'm like, he gets the suit in 61. Why is everybody fucking hyping up 62 like it's something? And then Gleason goes, "Oh yeah, by the way, we're doing a second print. It's my cover art."
Nice.
So this, of course, this is your A cover, or one of the variant covers, and then of course this is also your incentive second print for Venom 35/200. That will be out soon. Don't forget to look for that one in your LCSs.
Yeah, it's already out. It's horrendous. Doesn't look any better in person.
That's why I'm getting the other one. So this one right here is actually one of my favorite Wolverines. I mean, everybody hyping up all the Wolverine Omega Red stuff. I went hard on this. I think I got like 3 or 4 copies. And yes, damn it, there's a Scooby-Doo cover that was supposed to be in this presentation that I may have actually fucking copied over on accident, creating my slides. But there's a Scooby-Doo variant, Scooby-Doo Apocalypse variant, Scooby Apocalypse variant, basically, by Gleason. It's pretty sick. And then Lucas, thank you for talking about this book earlier and making me feel really, really good about purchasing my, half ratio copy. So, people, again, forget what this drawing is. This is a corner box. This is classic 1990s, your X-Men team up in the top left-hand corner of your comic book corner box. And this is what the artwork would look like. And I think that they're going to do that with this team going forward. And if this does become the corner box for that, it's just going to make it even more nostalgic for me. But this is the one that I went after because, of course, as you know, there's a lot of store exclusives and it's the high ratio. And yeah, the Rion Gonzalez is out there, but being a 1 in 50, again, I've seen stores ordering 200 plus copies of this book with tons of them on the shelf. I like the Rion Gonzalez, and I do think half ratio is a really comfortable buy-in for a lot of people. And I think I've said that multiple places, multiple times, but it's a good book, man. It's a good spec play. X-Men right now. So Hickman's still in charge. This is still the House of X under Hickman, and just because he's not writing the book doesn't mean he's still not editorially in charge and being like, look, I'm still the head of X. You're still going to do my chess pieces in my position so that when I do drop the hammer on people, it's, I need people to be where they need to be. And I think this is fantastic. I've read this book 2 times through, and I also want to give a shout out to Pepe Larraz for liking my tweet where I retweeted his tweet of the A cover, and I said cover A with 1 in 100 quality, and it truly is. Like, dude, that wraparound cover by Larraz looks amazing, and it's going to look good in the slab. And again, I had to hedge my bets and get a 1 in 100 while they're still affordable. So I don't know what the guys in the chat think about Gleason. Hopefully you like some of the covers that I've shown you here this evening. I know I like them, but damn, I'm really, really pissed. That Scooby Apocalypse one was awesome, man. It really was.
What issue was it?
Like, let me find it again.
Because I'm wondering if I accidentally picked that up instead of the last issue.
No, it's earlier in the run. Scooby Apocalypse. I think it's like 29 or something. Yeah, 29B. So it's like a red, white, and blue. It's like really, really appropriate, like right around 4th of July time. Let's see. Yeah. Here, give me a second. I'll add that shit. I'll add that shit to the slides. Bang. What'd you think?
Oof.
Nice.
Oof. And that was I'm trying to see 29, so that was maybe 15 issues after the issue in which
Fred died.
Yeah, Fred died. And that was a big issue for me.
Yeah.
Like real where like I did my little bullshit Wednesday Warrior thing, went to the thing, picked it up, and it actually made some money out of like nowhere. So I was pretty happy with that one. It's nice. People might get tired of looking at the same covers though.
And that's how I felt about his web covers. Like the first time I saw it, I was like, dude, that's going to be a fucking hit. And we all talked about it on FOC. We all knew that book was going to be huge, and it was. And y'all bought the shit out of it. So they tripped a second print with a fucking ratio incentive. and then that one sold the fuck out, and y'all tripped a third print. And then they were like, okay, wait, we probably need to pump the brakes here. Like, let's just stop here before, it gets kind of crazy.
Cool.
Wow. So,
best cover I've ever seen.
Yeah, and I thought this was one of his best. And I was like, oh, it's a DC cover. And like, one of Mirka's, Mirka did the final issue for Scooby Apocalypse. Mirka also did a Young Justice cover. So there's a lot of those DC B variant covers that have good art hidden by good artists that some people aren't aware of. So I think there's probably more gems that you'll see from DC from me. And you guys know I'm a tough critic. I don't read a lot of DC books. I read a shit ton of Marvel and a lot of Transformers and robot on robot action.
Yes, sir. The cover is sick. Yeah. Hey, so how about we take a couple of minutes quick because their hour is coming upon us. Let's do take a look at what's coming out this week.
Yeah.
Okay, so I actually have to drop out to do some work real quick.
Trying to be a responsible adult, man. Fuck
I know, right? I got to get paid somehow, right? But I mean, if everything goes smooth, I'll jump back on.
Yep, and you better come on with your book of the week or
okay.
books.
All right, we'll do. I'll be back.
Word. He's a trooper.
Absolutely, man. He's one of the hardest working men in the comic book world, man. And it's a shame that he's not getting paid. I'm kind of interested in what's going on with this Aliens Aftermath #1, right? It's got this glow in the dark fucking alien. I'm wondering what that's all about. And the reason why I've been harping on and interested in what's going on with the aliens is because I think there's an FX series that's supposed to happen within the next year or start shooting within the next year. So that's why I want to know what's going on with that one.
All right, I'm just going through the list to see if I see anything that's like insanely notable. Rorschach 10 Frisian variant, probably on the under-ordered side.
Okay, so that is Lunar.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, let me go to Midtown. Yeah, nobody's ordering Midtown mystery boxes. Watch out for next amazing boxes. What? And they're about $40. Okay, that's weird.
So Frank Cho has his open order and his Virgin incentive for Red Sonja again. Neato. Haha #6. So shout out to Wana Comics for dropping theirs, and of course guys at Hive dropping theirs, and everybody else who's dropping theirs. But final issue of that series is pretty cool. I am seeing the nice House on the Lake second print incentive variant. So if that title is still proven to be as insanely popular as it is. So yeah, your Aliens Aftermath has a incentive variant too.
Okay.
What's the incentive variant on that Nice House on the Lake?
1 in 25.
Yeah.
125.
You see that? It's the weird dude that invited everybody to the house, and it shows him as an alien.
I don't know how I feel about that one. I don't know how I feel about that one. It's a 1 in 25.
Yeah.
Well, open order.
But you got to remember what. See, let's at $3.99. Actually, that's not a bad, because DC has been wilding, man. You know, putting their books at $5.99.
Actually, that's not that bad when you think about it. Especially if you go, well, what kind of discount would you get on that through the Punk Drunken Pool box? That's the question.
Well, you know, see, you wouldn't get that. So you would go what? So our discounts are not that good through Luna right now, because they've been trying to fuck us. They've been hearing me talk shit about them, so they decided to fuck me. So, but they have promised me that if I stick with them for at least the next 6 months, that it will get better. So take 32% off of each book, off 32% off of $3.99, and then you add another $3.99 for the 125, and that's your price. And I did have it inside the pull box and on the Drunken Chat Sun page for people to buy. And I think I did get an order. DB he did order one, so I do have one coming in. But you know, it really is
you probably was about $72 for the 25 books plus the incentive ratio, and those second prints. I mean, that book is pretty popular right now. That second print could be something one day.
Exactly, and it's a beautiful book, right? That normal. Let's see, that normal joint. So I really wish they would push some posters out for these motherfuckers. Let's see.
Well, I can already see there's a lot of heat next week. I'm not liking it because that just means spending money.
Talk about next Wednesday.
Yeah. So some of the things I'm seeing. So like the indies are always going to be like that extra wear on my wallet. I got my tried and true stuff. You know, the certain books that I pick up on a regular, the stuff that I read, the runs that I collect. And then I'm always drawn into, hey, you want to spend some money, pal? Over here in the indie section. And then you got books like Nottingham dropping the 5th print for number 1, the 4th print for number 2, the 3rd print for number 3, the 2nd print for number 4 on the same day.
So let me roll back to that haha that you were talking about earlier, because that haha Barrazo O'Halloran, that one is I don't know what you call it, a parody or a homage to Dr. Seuss. The way it looks. Yeah, it actually is a homage to Dr. Seuss, because it even's got the little freaking dude right there. And people have been loving those little homages to that.
Yeah.
And then let's see. You were talking about the Red Sonja earlier. I don't know which one you were talking about, but I do know
the Frank shows. If you can scroll, yeah, I mean that one's a maze, but you already tried to make me stutter last time you showed that one, so yeah, that's cool.
Let's see. I don't see. Oh,
yeah, right there. Yep. And then there's a trade dress of that one as well, and I think that one's like your 1 in 20 or 1 in 21 or 25 or whatever. Not 21 copy incentive. See, doing them weird ratios. So a couple other things that I see besides so we talked about the Rorschach, we talked about the Nice House on the Lake. Dude, the A cover for Spider-Man Spider Shadow number 4. Phil Noto crushing it. I know it's a what if, but check out that A cover. That's the variant. There's the A cover.
Come on now. Talking about this one right here?
Yes, sir.
Looks good. And this is a what if.
Yeah. Again, I know it's a what if. I know it's an A cover. I think by the issue 4, for people who weren't on board for this one, like I know y'all tripped a second print of number 1, and thank you for doing that, because that number 1 fucking second print looks amazing. But Phil Noto, I mean, do I need to say any more? And Phil Noto's also got another cover dropping this week too with the Excalibur variant cover that looks pretty tight. I'm digging all these covers that have the Betsy as Captain Britain. You know what I mean?
Right. Hey, let me talk to Joe 47771. He says, thoughts on the new Joker. Man, DC right now, they are under the understanding that they have jacked their whole universe up, right? They are trying to kill off everybody. And I'm not, you talking about everybody. They are trying to kill off Superman right now. They done killed off 90% of the Green Lantern Corps.
They're replacing everybody?
I don't know. I saw a whole bunch of people get killed, and you didn't see the rings just go off and freaking find somebody new. Actually, you did. You did see some of the rings go off, but they just went back to the Lantern.
I heard they're heading towards Blackest Night too, and that's why everybody's dying.
Oh man, they a lot of the OGs from the DC universe have already freaking died. So I would say let's let all the chips rest right now. Let's wait till after we rested. We start talking about new characters right now, right? Because what's the name of that new dude, the Joker killer? You know,
Clown
we
Hunter.
Oh yeah, the Clown Hunter. We were so hyped about him right now. Now nobody cares about that book right now. What's the name of the new girl in the purple dress that's in jail right now? Punchline. Yeah, Batman 89. People were hyped about that. It's still, don't get me wrong, it's still got some value, but nobody cares about these characters, right? Nobody cares about DC right now. So I would say, once again, if you can find it for cheap, go ahead and do it for cheap, but don't put so much money in it right now, because DC has got so much stuff to fix. And let's see.
So let's see. I caught a couple other ones that were pretty cool looking.
I'm not feeling that 125 though.
Sinister War #1, the Nakayama homage to the other incentive, which is a hidden gem.
Yep.
Nakayama, and then there's your.
This is a hidden
That's
gem.
that's the. Mm-hmm.
That's the Bagley. That's the Nuck. That's the Vrigi.
It's not bad.
He kind of looks like a nerd. Jesus Christ. The Kale Nagu. That looks amazing.
Yeah. He's also got another ASM cover that's pretty good. Keep going.
Frank Virgin.
There
Nakayama. It is. And that one's a 125.
Yep.
Looks good.
So sometimes they might mess up and slide that Ditko in as a 1 in 25, and may the odds forever be in your favor. I mean, dude, it's a swipe of that cover. Like the chances of that happening are pretty high for those slow comic shops, if you know what I mean.
It'll be mixed in with regular covers.
Shit.
Guaranteed.
I don't know about being that lucky. I never get that lucky.
Oh, I get that lucky all the time.
Well, you are.
But once again, I'm out in the mountains, so
yeah. People don't know no better. So, anything else you guys saw?
My thing was, and I talked about this earlier, was that Margaret Burundi, this one.
Yeah, the Sumerian. Yeah,
right there.
That's the 1 in 40.
Yes, sir.
Man, from what I hear, Ablaze is tough on. Like if you order from them, they have I think they have stipulations, kind of like how Valiant does. Valiant's like, hey, if you order, you have to order the same amount for 10 issues or some shit.
Let's see. Are there any unlockables this week? Yes. Mighty Morphin #9, cover G.
Yep.
This one's a 1 per store.
So that used to be your 1 in 50. Now they changed it to a 1 per store. All those Montez covers from the previous ones, pretty good looking.
Seven Secrets number 10 has an unlockable.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
That's a dope cover too. I love Seven Secrets, man.
And John Boy Myers doing that cover, right?
Let's see what else you got. You talked about Nottingham.
Yeah, all the late prints.
It's still dope. That's Nottingham number 4, second print. Still looks pretty dope.
Yeah, 4, 3, 2, and 1 all dropping a print this Wednesday.
And trying to see. Vampirella Forever never getting any love.
Neither is Zombie Tramp.
I wonder how much they pay their artists, man, because they be having all the dope artists, man.
For who? Dynamite?
Yeah, man.
Man, they print their own books, so they can pay their artists.
A lot, huh?
Well, I mean, when you print your own shit, I guess you have the ability to do as many variant covers as you want, and your quality control can consistently give you 9.8. So this way you can go and get your CGC graded copies to your distribution network. So you could fucking have LCSs. Oh, you want that Vampirilla in a fucking 9.8? That'll be $50. Like, wait, what? Yeah, right here. $50 or $100 or whatever the fuck it is. Like, they let you order CGC graded copies of their shit. Like, what?
Hey, y'all, keep an eye out for the Mighty Morphin number 9. There's an Annie Huck Lee 1 to 10 that's going to be out there.
Yeah,
it's fucking gorgeous. Just y'all see that? Just right about. Go ahead, pick that joint up. And I think that's it for this coming week.
What do you think about that high ratio absolute or extreme carnage Scream? The one that's just like the symbiote goo and the color blend.
Oh yeah, I definitely love these. Love these. Now I've taken a look at it and I've read it, and I'm not. Maybe I've got some pages missing, but I'm not particularly hype about anything that's in the guts of the book right now.
I was talking about the extreme carnage stuff. The other series a little bit down further, but it's fine. The ratio variant on that one and from the extreme carnage that came out this past week, it's basically just like symbiote goo blend. The cover E, Midtown has it as cover E. Yeah, that one right there, the one in the middle.
This one right here.
No, the one to the right of that.
Oh,
yeah, that one. So like when it's closed, it just looks like the symbiote goo that you find on screen.
But 1 to 50 though.
and you know what? This is my LCS last week selling that shit for $35 for the 1 to 50. And they're probably gonna be doing the same because nobody's buying that shit.
Yeah, that's such a fucking stretch, man. Like, what the fuck?
So what about these trading card variants, right? What's going on there?
Yeah, I don't know. Who's it? David Johnson? No, Jeff Johnson.
That's pretty cool. Is that a 15 copy?
No, it's
open order.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the trading card variants are a thing now.
But why though? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Yeah. Fuck all that. I don't get it. All right, let's start going into the FOC.
Well, for me, I'm gonna go into sleep mode. But hey, guys, thank you for everything tonight, and of course tomorrow my Whatnot debut happens. We'll see if I either sink or swim.
Yeah, I'll be on there, man. I'm some stuff from you.
Oh yeah. Like DM me, bro. Like before I go live, you get access. These other guys, they gotta go through the app. I'm sorry, so yeah, tomorrow night on that, and then Spine Ticks tomorrow night, Raw Report tomorrow sometime, and my giveaway on my channel for Nice House on the Lake #1 from Wana Comics. All tomorrow, busy day. That's why I got to go look at the back of my eyelids for at least 6 hours, man. Otherwise, I'm going to be a piece of shit tomorrow. But I appreciate everybody in the chat. Mr. Echo is asking. It's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the sale. So I do appreciate you guys checking out the Whatnot debut, and I'm going to be doing it with my little camera phone, looking at me here and holding up books and shooting the shit, and we'll get it done. So. And for everybody else, catch the rest of this FOC from Lucas, and then I'll catch you all later.
All right, man. I'll let you more.
All right. 18 minutes. I want to officially end this show because all the old band couldn't hang.
The last of the Mohicans, man.
Last of the Mohicans, man. So TMT Best of Casey Jones. This one is one of those color variant freaking backgrounds. It is not in the center, but I thought that actually looked pretty interesting, pretty good.
Yeah, and one of those, maybe it's the Raphael, starting to go for a little bit of money.
Really?
Yeah. I'll look it up while you go through just to confirm, but I know that one's starting to heat up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. It's a good looking cover. Let's see. And Transformers number 33, cover C. This one's going to be a 1 to 10. Got some of the Autobots all souped up, ready to go to battle. What's interesting is it's got Bumblebee with a Decepticon logo on him. Transformers King Grimlock number 1. This one is by Mateus Santaluco. This one is also a 1 to 10.
And that Best of Raphael is going for like $60 raw. I want to say that Donatello was hard to find too.
Now, was that in the center ratio? Do you remember?
Nope. It just people wasn't on them. Now people want the whole set, and yeah, that Donatello going for like 40 raw. So
now this is what Lucy tried to tell y'all earlier. Me, You Love in the Dark, number 1. This one is going to be a 1 to 25. This one's by Scotty Young. Love what's going on with this. I love the aesthetic. And so you might be able to get this one and catch them at some of the cons coming out. Definitely looks freaking good.
Yeah, I know we got a CGC signing coming up. Scotty Young does.
Right.
This will probably be a good book to pick up for that.
Excuse me. 7 to Eternity, number 17, has a 1 to 25, and this one's by Nick Klein. I don't even know anybody that's still reading that joint. It had too many stops and starts. Skybound X, number 1, second print. It's got a 1 to 25 by Jorge Corona. Skybound X, number 5, also has a 1 to 10 by Black and White by Chris Schweizer. And then Skybound number 5 has a cover E 1 to 10 by Jason Howard. Now, people have been loving these Stray Dog covers, and they've got quite a few coming out. And I'm talking about like what do you call it, later printings. So let me set this up. Because I understand people want like later printings and everything, but come on, these people are crazy.
Yeah, they printing the hell out of those books, and I understand later printings like maybe going 2 or 3 prints deep, but if the purpose of a later printing is to get the reading material out of people's hands, that's what trades and digital are for now. So at this point, it's purely just a money grab,
It is.
But I guess if people want the covers, they want the covers.
You follow, right? You follow stupid money, right? Like, he ain't going to argue with them. They want to spend their money on it. So Stray Dogs #1. Once again, this is Stray Dogs #1, 5th print, cover A. I'm trying to remember which movie this was from. I think it was like the vampire movie with Brad Pitt, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And then Stray Dogs #1 also has a cover B blank.
That's a good one to buy. Now, the blank, I don't mind the blank because the first one, it's kind of expensive to get now, and I think people will want this one to get, custom work done on. And I'm pretty sure we'll probably be doing a Stray Dogs blank, a Stray Dogs contest on here, so that'll be good too. Give people access to an easy blank.
Yep. Thank you, Mr. Echo and Ash Wizard. It was Bram Stoker's Dracula. Got me up here trying to remember movie names while I'm drunk as fuck. Now, you'll know how much I love freaking zombie movies, man. Freaking virus movies. Stray Dogs #2 has a 4th print that is reminiscent of that the 28 days later poster. Love it. And then I'm not sure which this was supposed to be reminiscent of. This is Stray Dogs #2, 2nd print, cover A, by Tony Fleeks.
So the second prints in this series, haven't been a horror cover. It's just they got that art style to it, to where the letters in the trade dress are filled in. If you look on all the cover A's, the letters on the trade dress are just translucent with the outline, and then they all kind of had the same. Here, let me show you. So like that's #4, 2nd print.
Okay.
So they all got the same art style. This is #2, 2nd print. You see, they all got that same. They all got that same theme to it.
Okay.
Whereas I got a number. So like that's #3, and you see the letters are.
Yeah.
Outlined on that, and all of the 2nd prints, they have a red theme to it. You know what I'm saying? They all got a red theme to it. Color red is dominant in it.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Man, I wonder how far out they be thinking this shit through. But anyway, Stray Dogs #4 has a 4th print by Trish Forstner and Tony Flex. And then Stray Dogs #5 actually has a 2nd print, cover B, and that one's going to be a 1 to 10 incentive.
That would be worth picking up. In my humble opinion, that would be worth picking up.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the poster's from though.
I don't know, but it'll be worth picking up.
All right. Going on to Deadpool Black and White. Excuse me. Deadpool Black White Blood #1 by Ryan Stegman. This one's going to be a 1 in 25. And I gotta tell you, most of these Deadpool Black, White, and Blood covers, they are looking amazing. Even the ones that are not incentives, they look really good. So, for instance, this one right here, This one's by Kyle Holtz. This one is just a regular, a 1-to-1.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope. I think that Deadpool red, white, and black. That's a lot of people gonna buy that.
Yeah, because I know a lot more people that hate Deadpool and would rather not buy his stuff than want to actually buy his stuff. So, Avengers number 47, Annie-Huck Lee, the Virgin. This one is going to be a 1 of 50. And it looks pretty good, but unfortunately, it's Avengers, so it's going to be highly printed. Let's see. What else we got? I know some people like Nakayama. Extreme Carnage, Lasher, number 1. The Nakayama design variant.
These design variants, I don't know, man. Like, they done lost the plot on those.
Like, what was the original plan? Like, what were you expecting to show me something within the design? Like, where's just something supposed to be like characteristic that was in here? Nope. It's just a motherfucker, and there's a whole bunch of lines in the background, and he's just sitting there doing nothing.
Like, I feel like a design variant, you supposed to like be like, if it may have like notes showing, okay, this is why the tendrils are like this, or this is where the inspiration from the eyes came from. You're supposed to break a little bit of the fourth wall on the design variant and show like the actual design of the character.
Mm-hmm.
But now they just throw some fucking white lines in the background and say, "Oh, it's a design variant."
Yep.
Lazy.
And it's a 1 of 10, so bitch, pay me. Like, the fuck? Like, what? I'm sorry. Extreme Carnage Slasher number 1. This one is doesn't even say what type of variant it is. It's just a 1 to 50. It just looks like a big blob. Guardians of the Galaxy Annual number 1. This is not an incentive. Guardians of the Galaxy number 1 Klein variant. This one's a 1 and 25. And then Aliens. You tell me what you think of this one, Ninth Window.
That's fire. That's fire.
Don't be the one that doesn't order this motherfucker and then gets upset that they don't have this motherfucker.
Lee too? Man.
Ain't nobody ordering that much of Aliens for this to be over ordered. Nobody's ordering Aliens right now. I mean, people order it, but not that much.
Yeah, that's why I picked up that number 13, the Psylocke variant that you had showed off last week. I was like, man, let me make sure I grab one of these because, yeah,
looks damn good. And then Annie-Huck Lee did one for this old boy. And this one's this one's a 1 to 50.
So
they really try to break people's wallets that week.
Yeah,
this comes out.
That's a 1 to 50.
1 to 50. Yep. So imagine what's going to happen, right? So think about this. This is going to come out like within a couple of days of people who had to pay their rent and their freaking mortgages and shit, right? And then these two come out. There's a 1 to 50 for this joint. And then this one is a 1 to 50 as well for this Hellions joint. So not only think about the customers, right? But also got to remember that the stores have to pay their rent as well. You think they're really going to order that much shit around the time that they have to pay the rent?
Yeah, the people gonna be tight with their money, man. They're gonna be tight with their money.
I'm not saying that there's not going to be. In fact, I guarantee you'll probably find some dumbasses with this shit on their fucking sites for like 20, 23, 24 bucks. But
let me check and see.
I guarantee. I see a lot of stores make some bad decisions, man. I don't know how they stay open. That's that Hellions number 4. Which one you looking up? The Hellions number 14 and Lee.
Yeah, that. Only problem I got with them is that they got the trade dress. A lot of them I'm seeing 80. I'm seeing $80 right now, but I know that price is gonna come down.
Okay.
That price is gonna come down, but it's not that many of them up on eBay, to be honest. Like you said, not a lot of people not ordering a lot of the Hellions. They not ordering a lot of it because even on the regular cover A, it's not a lot of them up on. It's not a lot of them up on eBay for a pre-order.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up that Immortal Hope too.
Yeah, because concerns right now is that they don't even have a a description of what's supposed to be happening inside the book. That makes me wonder if something might be happening, or they're just just trying to entice people with the covers.
They're just trying to entice people with the covers. And for that Immortal Hope, the outlet was about the same price, between $70 and $90. But I see that one being going down because I know Immortal Hope was ordered pretty heavily.
All right, let's move on. Let's see. And then last one I have on this line is Shang-Chi. Number 1 has a second print. So for those who have forgotten, Shang-Chi number 1 was the first appearance of quite a few characters. Number 1 was his sister, and then there's these 2 other ones, which are his servants. One of them right now has his hands on one of the Infinity Stones. So I don't know what the deal with that is, or whether that's going to continue on in the story of Infinite Destinies, but it's something that I'm definitely keeping an eye on. Edwin Aguilar says he would rather get the regular cover. Huh. Shang-Chi number 2 is also getting a second print. This one's by Lionel Francis Yu. Silk number 5 is getting a NetEase Marvel Games variant. Tell you what, still looks good though. Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 4 by Lam Zukas Superlog. This one's a 1 of 25. Ultraman's got a 1 of 25 by Arthur Adams. It's also got a 1 of 10 by Francesco Amana. X-Men number 2, Azrar has got a 1 of 25. Nothing particularly special there. Now here you go. Take a look at this one. X-Men number 2, En-Hyuk Lee. That one is another 1 to 50. So we're all in the same week right now. You've got 3 En-Hyuk Lees, and they're all 1 to 50s.
See, now that's a problem. That's a problem. Because all of the covers is freaking beautiful. They all Asian covers, Asian characters. That'd be a nice little set to have. And now, see, on this X-Men, it'll probably be highly ordered. The Hulk will probably be highly ordered, but it's not going to be that high. It's not going to be that high. That Hellions is going to probably be the lowest ordered one. But I can see people trying to put this set together. I for sure will probably buy the regular covers on it. And if I can find those 1 in 50s for a good price, I'll tuck them away and get them graded because somebody gonna come back looking for this set one day.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, X-Men. Yeah, X-Men 2 is going to be one of those titles that's going to be heavily printed, and that's fine. It's a beautiful cover, but putting it all together with all three at 1 of 50, man, I don't know what they're smoking, but they need to keep it the hell away from me, though. Basilisk, number 3, it's got a 1 of 25 by Raphael Albuquerque. It's not really up to par with some of the stuff, but okay. And then Silk number 5 has a 1 of 25 by Judy Jong. It's all right. It's different.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Nothing I would go out of my way to get.
Let's see. All right. Now, Buffy the Vampire Slayer has got quite a few joints going on. For issue number 28, it's got a 1 to 10, and it's got a 1 to 25 that's not worth showing, and then 1 to 50. It's also got a unlockable. Let's see, where did I put that one at? And this one is the 1 per store. It's all right. You know, I guess you got to really be a Buffy fan to want this one. Now, I know, Ninth Wonder, you said that you liked 7 Secrets. This one right here is a 1 to 10. And this one's by Miguel Mercado.
Yeah, I always try to pick those up. Those 7 Secrets, those 1 and 10s. A lot of stores will put those out for cover price.
Yeah.
So I was trying to pick them up in them unlockables.
I'm surprised that they're still got a Senta variants going on so heavy. So how is that title? Is it any good so far?
It's actually a really good read, in my opinion. The story kind of moves fast in the beginning, and then it slows down. It slows down a little bit, you know. But it's a good read. I don't know about film adaptation. I could see them maybe trying to make maybe do something animated to it, but I don't know if you could get a live action out of this. I don't know. Just my opinion.
Now, it's also got a Jung Jun Yoon.
I like that one.
I think it's gorgeous. Absolutely freaking gorgeous. That was the unlockable. Magic the Gathering number 5 has a 1 in 100 for some freaking reason by Christian Ward. And it's also got an unlockable by Christina Kalita. Win at number 9 has a 1 in 25 by Veronica Fish. Going on to Maria Lovett's Porcelain, number 1. It's got a 1 in 10. It's also got a 1 in 20 by Caspar Wingegard. A 1 in 30 by Yashin Lee. And a unlockable by Michael Danless. Going through. I think we're just about at the end of our rope. Just for the Star Wars fans, they've got a Star Wars Insider number 204 with Ren on the cover. Some of these Grim Universe retailer joints are look pretty down good. And see.
I don't care if the world comes to an end. Titty Books is always gonna have the best artwork.
and there's always going to be a customer for it.
Right. Always.
Okay, let me take a quick look at the. And that's the end of my line. I'm only going to just give me a quick second to check and see if there's any car products coming out this week. Which I don't think there is. Or excuse me, car products that are on FOC. That's what I meant to say. Trade dress. I'd rather get the regular cover. Boom, boom, boom. Stephanie Hans variant. Well, I'll tell you what, this is taking too long. But if I do find any car products, I'll make sure that they go up on the site so you guys can go ahead and put in your orders. I want to thank everybody that stopped by, especially Ninth Wonder for hanging with me at till 4:37 in the morning. And the rest of the guys.
I wasn't gonna let you go down. I wasn't gonna let you drive the ship by yourself.
Hey, I try to push everybody through to make sure that we get done at a freaking decent time. But once again, we had a lot of stuff to cover, and I'm pretty excited that we got done on time, somewhat on time. 7 minutes late, but still somewhat on time. I want to thank all the listeners, all 64 of y'all that stayed up with us till 4:30 in the freaking morning. Good on y'all. I want to thank Mama Comics and Brian McClay for stopping by, freaking helping us out. And once again, if y'all have any type of content that you want us to freaking cover, definitely hit me up on my Instagram at darkhorsefox35 or send me an email to lucas.fashina@comiccrusaders.com. Or just check us out at drunkenchatsun.com. Make sure you check out our wares at comiccrusader.com, where we are pushing out articles and podcasts and all the likes. Ninth Wonder, when's your next show after this?
So this coming up Wednesday at 7:00, we'll be going live for the first cover pick show on my channel. I've been talking about doing this for a while. It's basically a FOC cutoff date show but instead of just showing y'all the books, we're drafting the books. Like, okay, we think this is gonna be a top book, worth ordering before FOC cutoff. And it's me and two other guys, and we'll be getting 5 picks a piece, and it'll be like a fantasy football draft. And as the weeks go on, we'll go back to compare to see how our picks did. So it's like I said, it's a hybrid in between, comic books and fantasy football. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Ooh, I like that idea. Right, because you might have had the first, second, and third freaking pick, but guess what, man? If you're really into it and you really understand it, you might be able to pick that pick out of the 4th pick. That might be the winner of it all, man.
Yep,
absolutely. I do want to say thank you to Hive Comics to James Hive Comics. Unfortunately, he didn't get to push his books. And he didn't give me a lot of information. I think he said that this particular book is going to go live sometime today, this Saturday the 10th. So make sure you take a peek over at hivecomics.com for whenever that's supposed to happen. This one looks like the Lady in Red.
Yeah, the Lady in Red. I'm gonna get on there and get this one. I'm gonna make sure I got my reminder set on my phone already. Make sure I get on there and get this one. I've been trying to grab a lot of these Department of Truth store variants, but this one, I'm gonna make sure I get on this one.
Yeah, people have been saying that they think the Lady in Red is Marilyn Monroe, but I would think that could also be, Kennedy's wife, man, because she had her style, much like this, especially going as she got older. So,
and that makes sense because Kennedy is on the cover of the first issue of the cover.
So that would be interesting. So I don't think I've read it in a couple of months, so I gotta get back on it, man. But definitely some interesting stuff. And then the other one that he put out there is this one. I don't know if this is Department of Truth. Let me see. Let me check this real quick and make sure what this is. What he sent me. It looks gnarly as hell. I can't find the doggone email that he sent. Oh, wait. Hive exclusive to Saturday, and that's it. He didn't give me any more information. So whatever this is, go ahead over to hivecomics.com and check it out. Joe says, "Hey, you have the Elvis, Marilyn, and Morrison covers coming." Actual Wizard says, "Hey, you're at a Ninth Wonders. Your Whatnot auction was lit. Now, are you playing music during your Whatnot joint?"
Uncopyrighted, copyright free music. I'm not playing because I just feel like one day somebody gonna be playing copyrighted music and they shit gonna get cut right in the middle of the stream. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even gonna take that risk. It's better for me to not even take that risk than to take that risk and something happen. But honestly, I don't think people give a fuck about the music. They just want you to post dope ass books, which is what I've been doing. And I picked up some serious shit today, y'all. I picked up some serious shit.
Yo. Y'all don't want me on that motherfucker because I'll just sit there for a good 30 minutes and I'll just show you a bunch of boxes. I'm not even going to open the boxes. I'm like, hey, y'all want these goddamn boxes? Not get the shit out my fucking house. That's it. That's it. You're like, what the fuck? What kind of? Oh, but I wonder what's in that fucking box. You goddamn right. You ask some of these people that have bought some of my surprise boxes. See what the fuck's in that.
Lucas, you should do that, bro. You will sell some shit. You will sell some shit. I need to get with you and start getting on that fucking pull box. I need to start ordering from that instead of fucking around with these LCSs and stuff, man. I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely support the LCSs, and but there's only so much they can do. So definitely, build that relationship with your LCSs. Stop by, let them know that they're loved and all the other shit. But when it really comes down to it, time is money, man. Freaking your time is freaking valuable. And you want the shit that you want, and you want to make sure that you actually get it. And if it wasn't for Diamond, I would be 100% sure that all my customers got their shit. But but it is what it is. Yeah. So once again, I want to thank everybody for freaking stopping by, and all the love you showed. And don't forget, stop by Ninth Wonder shit. I think Mel said he has some shit as well. Brian has some shit. Ultra has some shit on Saturday, he said, right? Or yeah, he's got some shit today.
Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time will be Ultra's Whatnot, and then Mel is going live tomorrow afternoon. Whenever I think this after he wake up and start moving around again, he'll be going live on Whatnot tomorrow afternoon. Ultra that evening, and then I'm planning something for Sunday. So if y'all look on my, it's gonna be earlier in the day to accommodate my East Coast customers because I've been doing Thursdays at 9, but that's mainly just been accommodating West Coast customers. So I'm doing something that's gonna work for everybody on Sundays, and y'all know I've been dropping fire. Sold over 6,000 in books on Thursday. We're gonna try to do it again on Sunday. We have plenty of fire for y'all.
I will be smoking some ribs. If y'all want me to freaking stream that, that's about it. I'm not smoking some ribs, drinking some whiskey right now, man. Yeah, smoking some ribs and drinking some whiskey. That's about it, man. Shaka King says, "Hey, that is definitely the Aubrey Hepburn in the Depth of Truth." Yes. Well, I mean, she's got that look. Absolutely. But you got to remember that there were a slew of ladies that had that same exact freaking look. I know y'all a little too young to remember that, but there was a group of ladies that definitely had that look. Like, they would go whenever they went to a restaurant or out in public, they freaking cover themselves up, put the glasses on and all the other stuff. And yes, Jackie O, they call it, hey, the Jackie O dress, the Jackie O scarf, and Nah, she was really copying some of the stuff that you saw some of the actresses had. So it's going to be interesting to see who they reveal the lady in red to be. And I can't wait. I think that's it, man. I think we did a freaking good job of getting all the stuff that we had.
Hey, just one last thing, Lucas.
Yeah.
I think they probably won't. Some of that stuff they probably not going to reveal it until the TV show. Like her identity. I think that's something they'll save for the TV show. I don't think they're gonna hit us with that in the comic. Just a thought.
Well, either that or yeah. I mean, that would make sense, right? Or they're just going to make it as ambiguous as possible, like American Gods, which is another good show that I freaking love. Let's see. All right, I don't know if it is for DOT. Okay. But yeah, I mean, and the one last thing that I want to remind you guys of is on Sunday, if you go to the 4 Color Fantasies Facebook page, they are having an auction for charity of a whole bunch of books that they have from some of their back stock, as well as from some artists that you guys know of and are famous and everything that sent in special books for them to auction off. So make sure you check those guys out. Go to Facebook, go to their Facebook, follow them there, and as well as on their Twitter, so that you get that reminder and all the other good stuff. But that's all I got. Love you guys. Thank you for all your support. And just keep on keeping on and freaking stay safe, man, as much as we can. I think that's all I got. You got anything else?
I'm good, bro. We gotta let y'all next week.
All right, court adjourned.